Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, your girl, the one and only Tiffany E, aka Sex9 TV2, and I am here to give you guys all of the tea when it comes to wrestling and maybe a little bit of odds and ends in between there. So why don't you go ahead, go get your snacks, go get your juice, go get you a good drink, a good glass of wine if you can drink it. If you're underage, don't be drinking, okay? Go on and get you some juice or something and sit back and listen as we kiki and holler about wrestling. Because over here, you get a plethora of things when it comes to my show, okay? You get wrestling commentary.
No benefit of the doubt. Dr. Phil say don't do that. Dr. Phil say when somebody show you who they are, and so did Maya Angelou, believe them. Them two hoes are snakes. They've been snakes, and them hoes was like that when you got there, and they like that now, so fuck them both. And they did the right thing by letting them headline WrestleMania. They most definitely deserve to headline WrestleMania. And that is how you close a mania.
What else will you get? You'll also get a weekly recap of every single show that WWE has to offer. Monday Night Raw after show, NXT after show, and of course a Friday Night SmackDown after show. You'll also get a recap of all the big 5 PLEs. I even do the Saudi shows for you. And then, if it's good and worth the time, I may even throw a little AEW in there. But of course, I will do my best to make sure I recap as many PLEs as possible. If I don't have it, then I'll throw it to one of my friends who do know it. We also cover pop culture, and we have really good time over here with lifestyle and just giving advice. So, if you're ready, it's showtime, and that is on the ancestors, baby. What? What are you doing? Really?
Hi.
Well, it was on Jamie Hayter. What is that called?
Give me a second. I can tell you.
Song in My. I'll be having some names for his girls. I realize I don't like playing 2K with the men.
Mm-mm.
I am not interested in that the lock storyline at all.
I didn't like it either.
It's not that I don't like it. I'm just not interested in it. I have no desire to play that part of the game at all. I don't.
Only did it for the trophy.
I don't care. So I'd rather you did it for me. Thank you.
You gonna make me do it again?
Yeah. I need the trophies.
Only because I love you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I did not go live yesterday. I simply was not in the mood. So there's that. I'm going to recap NXT today, and we're going to do some current events, and we're going to do, of course, SBC chat and some lifestyle stuff. So there you have it. It is what it is. Don't be mad. Just enjoy it. Okay. Now, Nika was here first. She was here right when I went live, which was at about 8:59-ish. So Nika was the very first one in, okay? Kayla was right behind her, and Sasha was right behind Kayla. So we got 3 new top commenters of the day. So shout out to y'all for being the top commenters of the day. And if you want to be top commenter of the day, it's really simple. You just got to get in here when I go live. Right when it says I am live, you got to come in real quick because the girls and the guys be on it, especially Kayla. She either going to be honorary or she going to be in that type 3, okay? She not playing with you hoes. But if you want to be top commenter of the day, all you got to do is come in and I'll make sure I give you a shout out first and foremost for being in here on time and ready to roll no matter what time I come in here. Because sometimes I'm on color people's time and sometimes I'm on my time, okay? But anyways,
Thank y'all for being in here. Of course, Aaliyah is here. One of my moderators is here today. Thankful for that. Jonelle is here. Hello. Another moderator is here in Hiram. Hello. B. Jeffers is here and Pierre is here. If you are here and you choose not to comment, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty, and I wrote detailed notes about NXT, so y'all cannot yell at me for missing the live yesterday, okay? I wrote detailed shit, okay? Wrote it down to the last match. All right? You didn't get a notification? Look, YouTube sometimes doesn't send out the notifications like they should. So I apologize for that. But just know that I'm going to go live. If I don't go live one day, I miss a live or something like that, the live is coming, okay? It is coming. Usually I'll put up some type of notification. I thought I did last night, but it didn't post. It was scheduled to post today, which I still don't get what the fuck that was about. But anyways, I apologize if you haven't been getting notifications, but the way you can kind of circumvent that a little bit is to turn off the notifications and turn them back on, or unsubscribe and then resubscribe, and that should make your notifications reactivate. Whatever is going on with YouTube and they bullshit, they only send the notifications out properly like it's supposed to, and it only goes to certain people. So like the bigger YouTubers, their notifications go out, but the small tiny YouTubers like me, we get one or two. we don't get nothing. They don't give us nothing. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Okay? But we finna get into it. Hold on. I gotta put it in the group chat that I'm live before I get yelled at. Oh, Donnie put it in here. Well, I was getting ready to put it in there. He said, now you gotta come and press notify me. You do have to do that. So if you subscribe to my channel, and since my channel is live, hold on a second. Hold on. Anyways, so in order for you to get the notifications, make sure you hit subscribe. If you are watching my channel, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and that should give you the notification if you hit that bell next to subscribe. And make sure it says all. Make sure it says all for your subscription, for your subscribe. When you hit subscribe, it'll have a drop down box and it'll say all, or it'll say, I don't know, certain posts or something like that. That should make sure you get the notifications if I go live or post a video. It should come up if you select all. Okay. All right. So please make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Love that. Please excuse my nephew. He's in the background. Dry at 9:30. Yeah, shut it down. He already had his medicine. So I can't do my job of spilling the tea. What? Kayla, what are you talking about? I haven't had a slip in notifications in a couple of years from you at least, Tiff. Well, appreciate that. He said, yeah, I did that a while ago. I don't know, baby. You might have to do it again. For some reason, sometimes YouTube takes away certain people's notifications. Some people get unsubscribed. Like, it just happens. So whatever you got to do to keep the notifications up for yourself, please do that. Otherwise, I will post it on my Instagram when I go live, and that should make sure you guys see everything. Okie dokie. All right. So I watched NXT, like I said. I watched it in the playback because I recorded it. My TV is set to pretty much record everything. So I watched it in the playback, and babes, let's get into it because it was a lot. There was a lot going on in NXT. Well, last week, we saw Baron Corbin standing over Carmelo Hayes like this. This is how the show ended, and we were all shocked. Shocked, okay? when you need something to know, something wrestling related, I tell you so. Can I still tell you? Well, yeah. I don't I don't understand why you're asking me that. I never said you couldn't. Yeah, that's fine. Anyways, Corbin was standing over the champ, and the champ was laid out. Unfortunately, Carmelo Hayes was not here this week, but Williams was. Now, this fool decided to come out there and talk for the longest amount of time I've ever heard Corbin talk. He was booed out the rafters, which rightfully so, but it ain't because Corbin's not a good wrestler or because he said something shitty on NXT, which, if we're being fair, he didn't really say anything different from what he normally says. But to sum it up, to make it so that you understand where he was coming from, he feels like he helped build NXT. And now that he's come back, he's going to come back and school these kids and take over. But just because he can, he's a former United States champion, former Money in the Bank winner. He ran down his resume, which doesn't mean much when you don't really have much to show for it. However, bum ass Corbin was booed out the rafters and called bum ass Corbin throughout his entire promo, which I believe lasted maybe about 4, maybe 5 minutes. To which Ilya Dragunov came out and basically called Corbin on his bullshit. He essentially told him that while, yes, he had all these accolades, they don't mean anything. He said he's the toughest SOB in the back, and if he wants to really prove himself, then he can go up against him tonight. Corbin accepted. But that was all thwarted because when it went to commercial break and came back after a segment or two, Ilya Dragunov was laid out by Braun Breaker for whatever reason. He seems to be quite angry and on the most vengeful resurgence of himself and just constantly attacking random people. It started out, I think, with Chase U. Then it moved from Chase U to Tank and Hank, and now you've got Ilya Dragunov, and of course he's attacked Carmelo and Trick Williams multiple times. He seems to be very good at going after people and taking them out. For whatever reason, he has such a heavy chip on his shoulder. I don't know, Brian. It could be that you couldn't best one of the best in the ring, and you've yet to be able to prove that you could beat him. And yet here we are with you being mad at the world because you couldn't get back your precious NXT championship. With all that being said, that was the last we heard of Braun Breaker until the end of the show, which I'm going to get to that in a second because that was something. Anyways, in that ring, while Baron Corbin was standing there gloating and living his best life, Trick Williams came out there and attacked Corbin. Now, it seemed that Trick Williams had finally got his lick back from last week because he was taken out last week, as was Carmelo Hayes. Now, Tricky came out there dressed really cute with his nice shoes on and he ain't have on no shirt. Well, the shirt was on. He just had it open. He just really liked having that breeze blowing across his 6'8", 7'15" pack. He just really liked to have his shirt open all the time. It's very weird. But him and Trick do the same thing. Like him and Trick both don't like wearing shirts, and I'm confused by that. But live your best life, babe. Now, we saw a little clip of Thea going out there and basically training her little heart out with Charlie and Drew. My biggest question with that is, where the hell is Andre Chase? We haven't seen Andre Chase in months. Now, Andre's been very active on his social media, going to the Boys and Girls Club in representation of the WWE and doing all types of things. But he has not shown back up in Chase U or in NXT, leaving Chase U at the hands of Duke, Drew, and Charlie. To which later on in this, we will talk about how that may have benefited Thea Hale because Thea Hale is now the number one contender, which we'll get to that in a second, okay? During the break, like I said, Braun Breaker attacked Ilya Dragunov, and this took Dragunov and Corbin's match out of question because Dragunov was still banged up from that last man standing match with Dijak. So they had to pull an audible. That audible was Trick Williams. The match was reset to be Trick Williams versus Corbin instead of Ilya versus Corbin. And well, we'll get to that match in a second as well. There was a 6-man tag team match. It was the Creed brothers versus the Schism. Hey, Tay, how are you? I think my man needs a hug from me and the Snickers. I think your man needs to go lay down somewhere. That's what I think. We could have had dog on dog violence. Please. Anyways, the Schism and the Creed brothers did really well in their match. In fact, it was fun to watch them. They had a little bit of a theatrical moment playing around with the Schism and the Creed brothers going back and forth. It was a very, very good match until Ava Raine got in the ring with Ivy Nile. Okay. So in that match with Ava and Ivy, you see glimpses of Ava actually being somewhat good. Her problem is she has a difficult time selling the moves like she should. Her ring awareness isn't as good as it could be. And oftentimes it just looks like she is not fully invested in what she's doing. She's extremely green. She's even more green than her counterparts who have been there in a shorter time than her and they have superseded her. Now, I've given Ava Raine grace because she had the knee situation, but Ava was there before the other girls got there, before Jakara, Lash Legend, Tiffany Stratton, Roxanne, Cora, and you've got Lyra Valkyria, Fallon, Kiana James. She was there. So Ava has no excuse as to why she isn't up to par, at least being able to go bar for bar and spar for spar with Ivy Nile. She's green. She's got a lot of work to do. And it wasn't fun to watch her in that match with Ivy. I was glad it was over as quickly as it was because it was a bit cringy to watch. I'm not going to lie. She's got a lot of work to do. And until then, she's going to be on my list of wrestlers that I think need a lot more time. Level Up is a good place where people level up, and her ass needs to be on there on a weekly basis because she is just not it. She is just not it. Like, it's just not, it's not good. It wasn't good. It was like, okay, the first match you had was on a major pay-per-view. So I gave you a little bit because maybe you might have been nervous. You're in the PC now, wrestling. There shouldn't be any issues. You shouldn't have any problems. And it's very clear that they're using her on a minimal basis, which leads me to believe that they understand that she is also very green. The problem I have with that is they didn't have a problem with putting Tiffany Stratton out there and making her go the distance. And what I liked about Tiffany was that Tiffany was willing to better herself because she knew she had to. She had some flubs in the beginning, but Tiffany was able to clean up and tighten up very quickly. When it comes to Ava Raine, she is forever going to be judged because of her family, but I am not basing my ability to judge her on that at all. I want her to show and prove because she can, not because of what her family has offered, because those are two separate things. Okay. Her father is one of the greatest talkers and characters of WWE, and he's a good wrestler, but he's not known for his exceptional wrestling skill. And we're not saying The Rock is a bad wrestler. We're just saying facts, okay? He's no Daniel Bryan. He's not like Ali. He's not a workhorse type of guy, okay? The Rock got over because he was this mouth almighty, tongue everlasting, larger than life character. He would chew you up and spit you out on the microphone, and it was easy for him to do it. So what I expect from her has nothing to do with her father or her lineage. It has everything to do with what she is capable of. And I expect her to do good things, not necessarily great things, but I expect her to at least be at Thea Hill's level. Like, come on. Like, I'm almost at the point to say, like, sis, like, you're not ready. You're not ready. Big Riddle Tyrant is said, if you big titty, if you look closely, you can see she's making a difference. If you squint, that's a lot of squinting, babe. That's a lot of squinting. Ava's been there since before Mandy came back to NXT. She just got to do better. That's all. It's no shade to her, and I know that she can clean up. She's with some of the best wrestlers in the world. You've got GYV standing right next to you. You've got Joe Gacy standing right next to you. Girl, use them. Get your shit together. Cause I'm expecting a lot from you. Especially if you're gonna be there with Gacy by yourself after Schism, after the dyad leaves, what are you gonna do? Because all the focus is gonna be between you and Gacy. Anyways, y'all, let's move on. She has something, and her mic work is good, but they haven't been putting her out there to wrestle, so it's crippled her. Also, her boots have lists on them, and it looks like they make her unbalanced. That's a aesthetic thing, which I feel like if you bought the boots like that, then you should know how to work in them. I'm not finna no. She has 3 more months. She can move mountains in 3 months. You okay? With them being out the door, it may be just on a work basis. She's been with them longer than just when before they went out the door. So you've had plenty of time to tighten up and get it together. I'm not giving you a pass, sis. I'm finna give you some tough love. You're gonna have to shit or get off the pot. Because, like I said, your counterparts are coming in there showing your ass up. And if it was me, I'd be mad. I'd be like, Lash out here working, Jakara out here working. Put me on level up, coach. I'll fight. You had somebody like Soul Ruka come in. Soul came in, was able to establish herself. Like shit. Absolutely the fuck not. Like, let me in, coach. I'm ready to go. Let me go work on some shit right quick. Or during the days off, I'd be calling Schism. I'd be calling them like, hey, can y'all run ropes with me in the ring? Can y'all help me work on my ring awareness? Can y'all help me get through? And I'm not saying that's not what she's doing. So don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on homegirl. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying I can't give you grace when you have been there long enough to know how to move and what to do. Like that's just me personally. I'm not shitting on her. I'm not hard on her. I'm just keeping it real because I ain't give Tiffany no fucking wiggle room. Not a dime. I ain't give that bitch nothing. So I can't give you nothing, sis. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I can't. I agree, Donnie. But they need to have her doing some grunt work on level up and not saving her for mixed tag matches. Well, it seemed like they a little hesitant to put her out there because the other people have had matches on level up, have been stuck on level up for months. Danny Palmer was on level up for a while before she was even on the main roster or even considered. They had people in the battle royal I ain't never seen before. I was like, who the fuck is you? Not for nothing. That orange smoke makes a good filter for a pic. Sorry, Kenny. You can make the smoke orange on the damn picture in Pixar. You ain't got to go outside where we'll get to that in a minute because some of these motherfuckers is dumb. Y'all will die for a damn good video or picture, and that's just stupid. Okay? All I can go off of is her stand and deliver match. Sis need work. Hi. All right, it's clips on Twitter. It is clips of her match on Twitter. I have it on my box because I have recorded it, so it's all up there. But anyway, let's move on. Sir, Blair Davenport had a match yesterday. I didn't watch it. I'm gonna be honest. I fast forwarded through that because I figured she was gonna beat Danny Palmer. There wasn't no reason to see her wrestling at all, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Blair's a bad wrestler. It's just I didn't care. But let's get back to the Schism and the Creed brothers match. Like I said, they had the match. Ava being in the match was a bit of a downer of that match, but the way that she won was she picked up the mask that Joe Gacy gave her and used that to hit Ivy in the head, knocked her out, and was able to pick up the win for Schism. And that was that. Creed brothers were done, and Schism was on the up. Now, Stacks visited Tony D in jail. And basically, what he said to him was, you're the underboss. You need to figure out how to take out Gallus. Gallus is the ones who have done this. We need to get them out the way. And then we need to find out who that rat is that ratted me out. So Tony D told him he's got a numbers game against them. You can't go at them all by yourself. You got to find another way to circumvent their numbers game. And he told him he was the underboss and he's got to figure it out. So I guess next week we'll start to see Stack's plan of how to break down Gallus and get Tony D out of prison. I kind of like this storyline. It's kind of old schooly. You know how they used to do old school storylines? It's very clever. You know, Shawn Michaels is giving us a little bit of everything. We get a little bit of theatrics, we get a little bit of movie, film type of stuff, and then we get the wrestling, and it's always high quality. So I like this because what he's doing prepares them for the main roster and what the spectrum of what they could possibly do on the main rosters. Okay, so this is very cute and very clever. I like it. I like it a lot. I really do. Anyway, Rico says that she needs more time, but Chikara lagged behind her PC class and struggled her first few matches, but her improvement was gradual. Her improvement happened because she was being used to be improved. So Jakara was able to improve because she worked. To your credit, that is what you said they should do with Ava, but I don't think they're going to do that with Ava, if we're being honest. 9-time NBA champion. Wowzers. Damn, that's what Pat Riley used to look like younger?
Mm-hmm.
Ew, how did he look older? Ew. Just ew. Who did he play for?
The Lakers.
He did not.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Denver whooping their ass. Well, not that bad.
No, they don't for it.
It's not that bad. It's the second quarter?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Ew, this is a horrible pic of a dog for sale. Kenny, your brain is always all over the place. It's so sporadic. Okay, so moving on to the next segment. It was Von Wagner and Robert Stone testing out therapists. The male therapist, Von Wagner, was extremely aggressive against. He obviously didn't want to talk about his feelings. And I don't want to hear about his lisping ass feelings either. But when he saw a pretty blonde white woman, he was up for the job, so to speak. So he made Robert Stone stay in the back, and he went on ahead and talked to the lady therapist. I don't know what the fuck they talked about. And to be honest, I really don't care. I don't understand what's going on with Von Wagner or Robert Stone at this point. But I do think that they're not utilizing Robert Stone for where they could be. I think Tiffany Stratton needs a character like Robert Stone. I think after she beats Thea Hale and she really solidifies herself as the champion, they need to get her a manager because her on the microphone is annoying. It's annoying. and I don't care to listen to what she has to say. But anywhoosies, let us move on. Corbin and Trick Williams had a decent match. They had a hard fought battle, but where things took a turn is when Trick slammed his knee into the announcer's table and Baron Corbin was able to pick him apart and take advantage of that injury. He almost had it at the end when he tried to do his signature move, but it didn't work when his knee gave out on him. The only thing Trick has to work on is, selling his injuries just a little bit more. I would have believed it just a little bit more if he would have had just a little bit more oomph on that knee giving out. Like it didn't buckle or he didn't like fall, or anything like that. And I just kind of wish he would have just a tiny bit. But I'm not mad at it. This led to Corbin being able to pick up the win. And there was no Carmelo Hayes from what I saw last night, which I'm a little surprised by. I don't know. It's like Carmelo's MO as champion is to be in the ring talking mess and then he leaves and then he gets attacked. That was what was happening with Braun Breaker too, so I'm not going to shit on it too much. But it's just unique to see it happening to Trick Williams. I mean to Carmelo Hayes. Anyways, Nathan Frazier was spitting his hard-hitting truths with Dragon Lee, and they came up with top 5 names for Noam Dar's new group. The first one was 2 awful chat show hosts plus 2. the Oro Mensa Experience, the Jakara Jackson 5 minus 1, the long lost legend of Last Legend, and then the final one is Noam's Rena Friends. My vote was for the Rena Friends, but ultimately Noam Dar's group name is the Metaphors. That is their names. See, I'm mad. As soon as a white woman gets the TBS belt, she's consistently on TV. Nicole, it ain't even no reason to be mad about it, babe. But hello, thank you for coming. It ain't even no point in being mad about that. You should have prepared yourself for that. I like Rent Friends too. I do. But their names is the Metaphor. That is their name. I honestly would have preferred if they just would have called themselves Supernova, but their names is the Metaphor. That's what he referred to them as. Now, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But if I recall, that's what that man said. As Aaliyah calls them DWs, did say that shit on TV. She called that nigga DW. That takes me out.
He pulled his jersey. How was that not a foul?
Kyle Lowry is a thickums. Anyway, so it's cute. Why? Because they all need a comparison to be relevant? That's sad. I don't know. I think I don't really understand the idea of the name, but I think it's more of what Don is saying. Like the metaphors is literally spelled out. You know what I mean? Which this makes more sense to me than actually being like what Kenny thought was the metaphors. It could be just a play on words and they're using this version of the name instead of using Kenny's, which looks like that. Okay. And Don said to watch your whore mouth. I'm just glad that Lash is back on TV. I'm also glad that Oro Mensa is on TV. And I'm happy to see Jakara because Jakara is a star. She's got the look. And I think that once Jakara really finds her footing, it's going to be really cool to see her blossom and grow into a star. We already know where Lash Legend is, right? And all she had to do was improve in the ring, which she has done that. And Oro Mensa, we know what Oro Mensa is capable of. Now it's time for Oro to develop his character. And being around somebody like Noam Dar can help you kind of develop your villain era. You know what I'm saying? But you also need to work on your face work because your face work was trash. Oro, I'm sorry. You cute and everything, but you was horrible. Okay. He said, hey, it's a grower. Sorry. Why? You watch it for me. Ugh. This air is getting to me. I can't. Anyways, let us move on. So, Mustafa Ali was backstage, of course, with Mackenzie, talking about his tenure in NXT and how he is a free agent. He can move and shake however he wants to. And what better way to use that power than to come to NXT and see what the budding new stars of WWE has to offer? Yes, sir. Wesley pops up and he's getting ready to extend an offer of that North American Championship. And that's where Mustafa Ali stops him and he says, listen, he doesn't want any handouts. He doesn't want to be handed anything or given anything. He says, I want to earn my opportunity. Right? So the next match was Mustafa Ali versus Gacy, to which Mustafa was able to pick up the win over Joe Gacy. And Mustafa won and Schism attacked. And that is when Tyler Bate and Wes Lee came out to even the odds. They were able to get Schism out of the ring and they all were able to stand tall against Schism. Now, this didn't sit too well with Joe Gacy later on in the night. He was very disturbed at the fact that he lost two major opportunities to possibly gain the championship and get a big win over Mustafa Ali. But it took his Schism brethren and his obvious queen to reacclimate him into the fold and tell him, listen, just because you're down doesn't mean you're out. The next time you're out there, we're going to have your back. Besides, we've already set it up that Schism is not to be played with. We just beat one of the best tag teams in this company. You got to let that ride out and then use that to as fuel to push forward. So Joe Gacy said he needed to reset and revive. And the one thing that Ava Rain said is that her said that one root can't secure a tree, no matter how strong it is. So it seems like all of them are going to be working together to try and pull Schism out of the dumps that it's been in for the last couple of weeks. Moving on. Eddie Thorpe went up against Damon Kemp. He went up against Soul Glow Tiny Balls. So I didn't watch that match either, not gonna lie. But ultimately, Eddie Thorpe was able to beat Damon Kemp again. But this time it was visible that Damon Kemp's foot was on the second rope. However, the ref didn't see it, so it is what it is. Match is called, it's over, and Damon Kemp has to go back to the back. But he ain't gonna go away quietly. His lisping ass is probably gonna be screaming to the top of his lungs until he gets a rematch, to which he will probably cheat to beat Eddie Thorpe. And then we're gonna end up with a final match between the two men. Do I really care? No. No, not really. No, I don't really give a shit. Gigi is in the back talking to her brother about joining this battle royal and possibly winning when fuck ass Kiana walks up to her and starts fucking with her and basically tells her, I don't know what you're gonna do when you lose. You're gonna have to call your brother and tell your brother that you're a loser. Usually with people with your background, they don't get anywhere in life. They always suck. And Gigi said she would rather have her background and growth from it than being a stuck up, washed up bitch. Which I have to agree with Gigi on this one. You are a stuck up bitch. And quite frankly, your ass need to stop putting on that bronzer and that foundation so heavy, bitch. Just stop. You don't have to play up your melanin, okay? If you get a tan, just put on a light little greasing. You ain't got to go out there looking like you like you one of the hardest baked chickens we have ever seen. Your skin tone is close to motherfucking genders, and I'm not trying to be shady because I know you partially black. I'm just saying your ass ain't that black. Now come on, that foundation be thick. It be real golden brown. You be like, girl, you ain't that golden brown. What's wrong with you? Any whoosies. Dabakota, I don't know how to say his name. Dabakota had a match against Scripps, to which he ended up winning. He beat Dabakota, but this didn't last long because Scripps and Axiom got laid out by Dabakoto or Kato or whatever his name is. And he basically walked away after he done beat the hell out of him, child. I was like, okay. Yabba Dabba Doo don't like this, okay? Now, the final match of the night was the Women's Battle Royal. It was fairly decent. To me, it didn't start to pick up until the middle. After you eliminated a couple of the girls, I would say around the time that Jakara and Lash started to kind of team up in the match, that's when the field started to pick up. And y'all favorite girl, Dana Brooke, decided to take her behind the NXT so she can be in this battle royal. Now, quite frankly, the way I see it is if Dana Ass was gonna be in the battle royal, then Blair Davenport could have been in the battle royal. But you slice that orange however you want to slice it. Anyways, the girls was eliminated one by one, and then we got down to the final four. Now Roxanne kind of got caught up with Blair Davenport because she got a little thing for Roxanne for whatever reason. But it is what it is. I don't know. Roxanne got eliminated and Blair came down there and was attacking her and they ended up fighting their way to the back. Jakara and Legend started fighting with Yelisa and Valentina once they got eliminated. So that canceled them four out. They was already eliminated and still fighting. Now, one person I want to give their props to is Fallon. Fallon performed exceptionally well in this damn battle royal, and she has proved herself to be damn good. And she did real good in that royal. I was very proud of her. I was rooting for her. I was like, look at Fallon, go get you some. Eliminated fuck ass Kiana and said, yeehaw, bitch. And I was like, get her. Get her. Because fuck Kiana, man. All right? Fuck that hoe. Anyway. Ultimately, Fallon ended up getting eliminated, and it was down to Dana, fuck ass Cora, and Thea Hale. Now, Thea had got laid out by Lash Legend early in the game. She was pretty much out, down and out. But she was able to recover and get herself back into the match. Now, the girls was in there fighting, and it looked like Dana was going to eliminate Cora and let it be what it is. Bert, that ain't what happened. What the hell is this?
Oh, the blacking.
That ain't the blackening.
Oh no, the Haunted Mansion.
What the hell's wrong with you?
My bad.
The blackening ain't got no haunted people in it. It's got somebody trying to kill them. Yeah, I don't need you to talk. Thank you. Mind your business. Get out of there. Anyways, it was down to them last three, and Thea was able to eliminate both Cora and Dana Brooke, and she now is the number one contender for fuck ass Tiffany's title. Now, Tiffany Stratton had Lyra Valkyria set to be the one to win, to which I can understand. She made it very clear that Lyra took her to her limit at NXT Battleground, but Lyra didn't make it in that particular in that battle royal. She ended up being eliminated. So Thea Hale is your number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. That's got to be great. All the work Thea Hale has been putting in as of lately, not necessarily on match work, but more on character work and building. And it looks like it's starting to pay off for Thea. So I'm happy for her. I'm glad that she was able to secure that W, and we'll see where it takes her, because I think that she's probably going to get that championship match early, and they're going to run back something else with Tiffany and somebody else. I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't think that Tiffany's going to face Thea Hale at NXT's Great American Bash. But I will say overall that the show was pretty damn decent. Okay, I really, really enjoyed watching NXT. All right, it was a very, very good show. Now, one thing I did miss was Malik and Idris contemplating fighting each other to regain their tag team chemistry. And after they went and found Briggs and Jensen, and they also ran into Tank and Hank again, the one thing that pushed them over the edge was rolling into punk ass Gallus. I don't know what's going on with Gallus and they bullshit, but they seem to have an identity crisis. I don't know what's going on with them, but they're not fun to watch. they're fairly boring to me as champions. And I would rather you have somebody who's fun to watch. Like Briggs and Jensen may be a lot of things, but they're fun to watch as tag team champions. So are the Creed brothers. Whether a lot of people agree or not, the Creed brothers are fun to watch. I would have like Pretty Deadly was fun to watch as tag team champions. Gallus is just boring. They're boring. And even with Joe Coffey back with them, they're still boring. He's boring and they're boring. The only thing that they have is that they like to drink. And even that's not a redeemable quality in them. While they might be excellent competitors, like they're just fucking boring. They're just boring, bro. Anywhoosies. Next week, oh, the final thing that we got, the final nail in the coffin when it comes to NXT is this fucker right here. See, he was all in his feelings at the end of the show, and he decided that they asked him about him attacking Ilya Dragunov, and he said that he's going to start holding people accountable for the things that they say in NXT. Well, I want to hold you accountable, Braun Breaker, because if I recall, you said that you were going to beat Carmelo Hayes for that NXT championship, and you didn't do that, love. No, 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 no. You lost. You lost, babe. Yeah. So who's gonna hold you accountable for the shit that you say? Like you claim that you're intense and that you're one of the most intense and hard hitting people there. Yeah, 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 yeah. You are. You are. You are. You sure about that? You sure about that? Because anytime that somebody attacks someone from behind, you said it yourself. It's a coward move. So what does that make you, Bronny? Does that make you a coward? I'd say that by your standards, it does, love. You're a coward. And a big, beefy coward at that. With a homophobic, transphobic bitch of a daddy. That's very disheartening, especially when you think about the people that you choose to keep in your company. Well, Braun Breaker made a proclamation at the end of the show. And basically, all he said was since Seth Rollins is running around like he's the number one guy, he's the workhorse of the company, he says he started NXT as the champion, so why don't he bring his championship here and face him for the World Heavyweight Championship? I was like, why? What reason have you given him to do such a thing? You and your beady, cross-eyed ass are not going to do anything other than what you're told. So you lost to Carmelo Hayes. So get your beefy, beady-eyed ass in the back of the line like everybody else and shut the fuck up. Okay? We're going to move on. Wolfgang carries Gallus in entertainment, and that's saying a lot. Wolfgang just howls and fights people. I don't even know which one of them is Wolfgang. I imagine he would be the big one. Very much so. They're boring. Child, just hold him accountable at being the most dominant because I disagree. Domination would imply you've never fallen, and you have to Dolph Ziggler. So I'm going to say, no, in the words of Rico, no, you are not the most dominant. In fact, just because you're a bully and imposing does not make you dominant. It makes you a little pencil dick bitch. But, you know, name calling is so silly. Oh, beady eyed fool. Dang, he still missed his eye wrinkles with the booze. Seems like a regular day on earth. Back of the line, bitch. Charlotte voice, period. The non-coffee member is Wolfgang. Both of them named Coffee. I, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I have slain an imposing adversary. Whack the fly. I can't. Excuse me? Yes. Why? I literally just told you at 9:30 you needed to make him go to bed and blow up his bed. And that he had his medicine. My iPad keyboard is praying on my downfall. Okay. Yeah, Mark and Joe are brothers. Okay, so let's put it this way. The big one with the beard is Wolfgang. And then you got Mark and Joe. They brothers. Okay, great. That's wonderful. Good for them. Amazing. Amazing. Now, like I said, Thea Hale is your number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about that? Do you guys like that? Are you happy for Thea? Wolfgang and the Tweedles. Tweedledum and Tweedleperv, okay? Because, child, the stuff they say about little Joe, it definitely goes with the height complex. You got an iPad and over here posting shit from my phone. Oh, wow, wow! It's definitely a shocker, bitch. Are you crazy? Oh, he talking to you, Rico. That was for you, babe. Homegirl been working very much so. I'm very happy for Thea. She's like 19. She's young girl on the rise. We love that for her. We love that. That shit is so disrespectful. Oh, he is still talking to you, Rico. Rico Suave. Rico. Rico, my man. He talking to you, babe. Oh shit, finna pop off, babes. I just need some popcorn to enjoy the festivities. Junter. I'm not mad at Thea. I felt it. Very good. Be his ass. Zone Zoo Z. That's so funny. Not Zone. Zone Zoo Z. Anyways, next week's NXT has a couple matches set to go. Corbin is supposed to go up against Ilya Dragunov, pending the Ilya Dragunov passing his medical status if he's going to be cleared. Noam Dar is going to go up against Nathan Frazier for the Heritage Cup, and you know he's going to have the metaphors in tow, so it's going to be a very interesting time. And there is also set to be another 6-man tag team match with Schism. Schism is set to take on Wesley, Tyler Bates, and Mustafa Ali. So we got all of that, and of course, we're going to have so much more on next week's NXT. But I do have a little bit of information. You see, Andre Chase ain't gone nowhere too far, because as soon as Thea Hale won last night, he posted on Twitter, "You're riding high in April, shot down in May, but I know I'm going to change that tune where we're back on top in June. Congratulations to Thea Hale. I always believed. Hashtag Chase You. Hashtag WWE NXT." Now, it seems that Mr. Chase has finally given us a little bit of information about him coming back. You see, he got attacked by Braun Breaker, and then he was gone. And we haven't seen him since then. Okay, April was the last time we saw him. Well, May was the last time we saw him, and this is about to be the end. He said he'll be back in July. Well, he said back on top in July. So maybe he'll be, or June, sorry. So maybe he'll be back later on in the month, because right now Duke Hudson is running Chase U, but it seemed that Charlie and Drew being an addition to Chase U was fairly a good idea. Oh, they arguing, y'all. I'm gonna read it. Boy, you let me post shit from my phone? Every time you talked about needing one, I said I had one. And you know I don't be remembering shit. Son, don't even pull that. I told you BS. You probably said it, and I was like, I need one, and that was it. He probably right. He probably right about that. That's probably true. Yeah. He probably telling the truth on that. I'm gonna get my snack and bring my laptop with me so I don't miss it. In boss and CEO voice, don't act shocked. See, you could have been posting shit. I've said multiple times that I've had an iPad. Let's not call me out now. Hire said this lemonade good as fuck. Oh, God, that's funny. Oh, I'm waiting till they post some more. Then I'll read it again. He said hand covering eyes emoji. Hand covering eyes. But you got popcorn though? Your eyes ain't being covered, B. Jeffers. I can see you. I can see you. Your eyes ain't covered. Uh-huh. Trying to sneak and watch the mess. Just watch it, hell. Because I'm going to read it. Because it's messy. Who got that flat top like that?
That's Jeffrey.
Oh, really? It's a little warm in here. The Nuggets up 53-48. Yeah, halftime already? Mm-hmm. All right, y'all calm down now. Okay, y'all calm. Y'all done got calm. Mm-hmm. She said, my root beer tastes delicious right about now. I'm sure it does. I am sure it does, honey. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, back to what I was saying about Andre Chase. It seems that Andre Chase is going to pop back up sometime soon, which I can't wait because I really like Andre. He a little country, but I like it a little country, and he just seemed like a really cool dude, you know? So I'm kind of glad that he going to pop back up. Pop, pop, sugar, pop, sugar, pop, 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 sugar, pop. Just because you said it multiple times means nothing. You've never suggested it. And no, I don't be remembering nothing. Act like you know. You know what he said. You heard what he said, Rico. You heard what he said, Rick. He said, act like you know. Just don't act bad like the city girls. Don't do that. Or more specifically, Diddy, since everybody seemed to just now come around to Diddy on being on some shenanigans. But I've been telling people for years, Diddy been on shenanigans since Bad Boy. Take that.
Well, apparently he's trying to get somebody to take it. Butt ass niggas in that damn video.
I mean, I don't know maybe Carisha, but I mean, he be having a harem of bitches too, so who knows? It couldn't have been me though. Ain't no way I'm finna lust after Diddy's beady eyed. I can't stand a beady eyed man. I don't like a man that got beady eyes. That is weird to me. When you take your glasses off, you should not be less attractive. That's not how this works. Rico said, we had a conversation about me using my iPad for editing. I just haven't gotten around to editing until now. Sir, bottom motherfucking line. Get him again, Mimi voice. I do not be remembering shit like you, and you. I'm not remembering shit like this, and you know this. That's like me expecting you to know trap music. I mean, Rico, I ain't trying to get in the middle of y'all fight, even though I'm reading it. But he kind of making a point. Like, I mean, you barely know who certain people are in the industry, like very big prominent people that even lily white people know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to get on nobody's side. I'm just saying, babes, he might have a point. Like, and then too, you have to factor in that sometimes Donnie be high. So he'll forget a lot of things if you don't remind him of said things. You know what I'm saying? Just give him a little nudge. Be like, hey, well, we need to edit these videos. Well, I got an iPad. Cause it sounded like by the looks of y'all argument, that you keep mentioning in passing that you have the iPad, but you don't tell him you could edit things on the iPad. You pretty much just, left it to Don to do it because he got a firm that can do it. But it seemed like y'all not, you got an iPad that you could do the editing on. It's a lot easier on the iPad than it would be on your firm, babes. I'm not trying to get in your business. I see y'all arguing on my stuff. I see your stuff. Y'all arguing. I'm just saying, you might want to just, yeah. Let me get some more gummies. Go make sure he ain't got no more phones in there. Here. Right, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Secret Invasion. On to June 21st. Hey, go lay down.
I can't block it because then it won't charge. It's perfect. Oh, they put the money back in there. Ain't that good? But it's temporary until they prove that it's not mine. Anyways, the boys is in here arguing. Okay. I mean, just simply say you right, my bad. Yes, and I just downloaded InShots to figure it out. Babes, you're going to subscribe to InShot when you have iMovie on your iPad? But why, babe? You have iMovie on your iPad. It's free. iMovie's free. I can understand why you want to use InShot, but iMovie's free, babe. It's free. Oh, he was like, hello. When it's time to beat Rico's ass. But I didn't really start using my iPad for until recently because I was going to need it for this job that screwed me. Rico, you're not really making your case, babe. Bitch, rent will be due and he will still be 3 months behind. Excuses. Just say my bad. It's not that hard. Okay. Okay, then my bad. Do you gotta pay for InShot? InShot is what Don's been using. I understand. But you do have to pay for InShot or it will, leave a watermark on your videos. However, I paid for it. It's a one-time fee you can pay, which I think is like $30. Pay that one-time fee and it will forever be yours. You know what I mean? That's not a no. No, InShot is free. InShot can be free. You don't have none?
No, because I just called the house. Motherfucker was ringing and the ring was in my dad room.
But in order for you to use certain features and amenities, you do have to pay for it. Because I use InShot to edit my videos and stuff. And I went on ahead and figured it out. Well, so is iMovie. iMovie isn't that bad to use. Everybody has iMovie. What is wrong with iMovie? I used to love using iMovie. Anywhoosies. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the 1 hour mark of my TV show. How are you liking it? If you don't like it, I don't care. Go blow yourselves. Anyways, he's been stalling on learning for a few months. Well, you ain't got the time? Is that what it is? As I've been saying, it's not that free. So they've been advertising that Jey Uso has a decision to make, and apparently this is the great decision. Jey Uso must decide if he will side with his twin Jimmy, or if he is going to side with his tribal chief cousin, Roman Reigns. Now, quite frankly, if it were me, as soon as we would have walked in the ring, I would have kicked you in your face, Roman. But unfortunately, Jimmy wants to try to keep his family together because he loves them so. I don't believe him. No. I don't care about the watermark. I use InShot to put the music over it. I didn't have time until recently. Yes, I am late, but I've messed with it yesterday. Okay, great. So, who do y'all think Jimmy's going to choose? Or Jey Uso's going to choose? Do you think he's going to choose his brother? Or is he going to choose Roman Reigns? Because Solo made his decision. He's sticking with Roman even though the ship is going down. So, which one are we going to choose? Which one? Where do you think he's going? Where do you think he's going? I'm going to say he's going to stick by his brother, but it's going to look like he's going with Roman Reigns. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think right there. That's what I think right there, babe. That's what I think. That's what I think right there. Tipsy, I must confess, but I better not make a mess. Put my BS under a mess, cause I love my lady. Did he get that? They called him that.
No, he called it. The last one was jump ball.
She got the door locked and the locker don't fit your key. Let me see what the girls and the guys are saying.
Right together.
Then I feed that appetite. Damn, they up by 10.
Yeah.
Now your baby's gone. He's putting out an APB. His brother. You think he's going to side with his brother? I think he's going to speed walk away like he did when Sammy got excommunicated. History does tend to repeat itself. His twin, his brother, his twin. Everybody thinks he's going to side with his twin. Really? It'd be a shame if Jey Uso chose Roman Reigns and left Jimmy all high and dry on the waters all by himself. We'll have to wait and see. Now, don't we? So Friday Night SmackDown is coming, and we're supposed to have 2 more qualifier matches for the Money in the Bank. We are getting closer and closer to Money in the Bank. It's a very interesting night. It's a very interesting day. Okay? But it's a lot going on because we've got three qualifier matches actually. We have Mia Yim facing off against Miss Bailey for Money in the Bank. Mustafa Ali is going to go up against Santos Escobar. And Corbin is going up against Butch to qualify for Money in the Bank. We got 3 Money in the Bank qualifiers for SmackDown. Ain't that something? Okay, that's interesting. We love that. Now, of course, last week Bianca got she went and gave Oscar a little taste of her own Mexican and Texas from behind and kept on attacking her. Okay, it took a lot for them to get her off of them. And basically, Bianca said, I've been giving these bitches grace for a while. I've been real nice as a champ, acting like I got some sense. I ain't been acting up, but these hoes has been trying me. These hoes been trying me, and I'm not with the shits. It's no more Miss Nice Girl. I said what the fuck I said. And y'all got y'all clap back. So everybody was real excited. Oh, we getting healed. We got back. Okay, girl. So like I said, SmackDown is already set to roll and go. Santos will take on Mustafa Ali for a qualifying match into the Money in the Bank. No shade to Mustafa, but Santos really needs to qualify for Money in the Bank. I think this will be the perfect time for Santos to really prove what he's got in that arsenal, especially in this kind of a match. He could shine. And then him and Ricochet playing well off of each other. This could be fun. I don't mind Mustafa qualifying, but I really want Santos to qualify in Money in the Bank, and Mustafa can focus in NXT and really have a good time down there with the youngins. All right. And of course, like I said, Jey Uso has a decision to make. It's gonna be his longtime twin, the one he came out the womb with, the one he grew with, or it's going to be his tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And this decision can't be made lightly. It's a pretty hectic challenge for Jey Uso. But if you remember early days in the bloodline, when Jimmy came back from injury, he was already at the point that he is now. He ain't going to be nobody's bitch. And Jimmy was like, what do you want me to do? I can't serve 2 masters. He's the tribal chief and you're my brother. Now we're back at this same moment with Jimmy having to make a decision. And he can't take 2 or 3 weeks to make this decision. This decision has to be made now, and it has to be the right one. In my opinion, you're stronger with your brother than you are standing alone with the tribal chief. You are already on thin ice when it comes to Roman. And he made it very clear there wasn't no more day ones. So as far as I'm concerned, the only day one that you have at this moment is your brother Jimmy. So be smart and choose your brother. Don't be a fool and choose Roman. Because the moment that you lose, he's going to leave your ass hanging high and dry. I hope you make the right decision, Jay. And of course, we've got the men again competing. I imagine Butch is going to beat Corbin going into this match. I would make it so Carmelo cost him his match. I mean, he has come down to NXT and wreaked havoc on them in NXT, right? I mean, Carmelo ain't going to be doing nothing. So I say let him come up there and cause some havoc on SmackDown for a little bit. That could be a nice little way to get Carmelo's feet wet on the main roster without really having to do much. You know what I'm saying, babe? Now, the final match, like I said, for qualifiers is Mi Chin, a.k.a. Mia Yim, versus Bailey. Now, me personally, I would not be mad at Bailey being Money in the Bank, but I think to add to the bullshit going on in Damage Control, I would like for Bailey to not make it in and have Io make it in. Yes, I think that would be wonderful. Don't you think so? It'd be delicious justice. Would be different if Roman gaslight him and he sided with him, leaving Jimmy alone, and then Jimmy versus Roman at Money in the Bank. Roman wins trying to woo Jimmy in again, and Jay super kicks him this time when it becomes too much. But I don't know. It's interesting. When Bianca told Oscar she can't fight, I was dead. Period. Cause she can't. I, I'm all team Bianca on that one. She was like, "You can't fight." Not you high as fuck, Lord Jesus. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. All right, so the Great American Bash is on July 30th. It is on a Sunday. It is in Cedar Park, Texas. The tickets have finally gone on sale for the Great American Bash. So if you are in Texas or you're going to be around Texas and you want to go, I highly recommend that you buy the tickets. Ooh! What is going on that movie?
Everything going wrong. She was twerking in front of him. He straight kicked her in the ass and made her fall.
Oh, twerking what? Jennifer Lawrence ain't got no ass.
She was on her knees twerking. He was like,
wowzers. Anyways, Money in the Bank is just 29 days ahead of that on July 1st, and it's going to be in Marriott, London. And the girls and the guys are going to be there. Now, y'all probably are wondering, where's Charlotte fit into all of this? I don't think Charlotte fits into any of this. Quite frankly, I don't think Charlotte's going to be back for a little bit. They have to start filming for that movie that her and Liv are getting ready to be in. It is about a female wrestler, and they're going to be playing some older female wrestlers from that time. So she's going to be gone for a little bit, and hopefully Liv's injury does not sideline her from being able to be in that wrestling movie. Now, I don't know when that movie is set to come out, but given the fact that the writer strike has occurred and shit is not going as well as it should when it comes to the writer strike, who knows how that's going to affect the filming of that movie and if they have to do script rewrites or any of that stuff. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I don't think Charlotte is going to be in the Money in the Bank this year. Sorry for those of you who are looking for her. I had to tune into Vanderpump because I couldn't watch both at the same time. I can't with her. Isn't there 4 qualifying matches? On SmackDown? No. It looks like there's only 3. I don't see any other qualifying matches. Oh. Wait, didn't Shotzi just qualify? Didn't she have a match already? They showed the 4th one. It came up later. I didn't see it. So my bad. There's a 4th qualifying match. They're going to have qualifying matches all night. 2 for the men and 2 for the women. EO's qualifying against Shotzi, and unfortunately, these qualifier matches are a mixed bag. So you've got Mustafa and Santos, Corbin and Butch. You've got Bailey and Mia, and then you've got EO and Shotzi. Like, it's a mixed bag here. That's crazy. I thought she already had a match. Why I thought that said Cedar Point? Cause you high, babe. Cause you high. I'm looking to buy tickets. Oh, very good. Oscar versus Charlie, part 5, part 6. No, Don. I don't want to watch that. That's if Charlotte don't get pregnant after that movie. Ooh, child. Nar. There's only 3. There actually was 4. I found the 4th one. I had to scroll down on WWE's page to find it. I hate when they put the damn infographics up because they never put them all up there together. You have to go to the preview, then scroll all the way down, and then they show you an extra match that they didn't have at the top. It just makes you want to slap whoever set this damn website up. Like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you dead. Stupid. Pregnant with a chalupa. Sometimes everything that come to your mind should not be said. Sometimes everything that pops into your little pea head should not be said. Because that ain't right. On so many levels. And you know you wrong for that. What it is? Tuesday. Yes, after her having herself a nice burrito, you too. Everything that pop into your head should not be said. You know damn well you ain't had no business saying that. Now come on. I agree. The so, this is what I be talking about when I say you gotta learn how to curb your mouth. Why that Jennifer Lawrence movie look funny? It do. I want to see it. I know everybody don't really like Jennifer Lawrence, but I feel like that movie gonna be funny. And she doing a lot of slapstick comedy in there. But I want to see her trying to twerk because she ain't got nothing to twerk. That shit gonna kill me. That's gonna kill me. I'm like, Jerry, look at her shaking her back. Look at her shaking her back, Jerry. I want to sit right up front. Y'all would be surprised at how I can hold my tongue in person. I'm telling you right now, when we meet in person, if you get to giving me looks, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just make sure I got the nicest ring on I got in my arsenal, and then I'm like, nigga, we gotta go outside. It's time to square up, nigga. Now I don't want to hear that bullshit. We going outside. When we get done fighting, I don't want no hard feelings either, nigga. Let's go. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Whatever you get, you earn it. It's gonna be two to the body. I'm not playing. A 2-piece and a biscuit. She do be shaking her back. When Mia get pregnant, it's gonna be a soul food. You see what I'm saying? Everything that comes to your head should not be said. That was dead ass wrong, and you know it. And you know you ain't shit. You know you need your ass whooped. You ain't right. They don't do it like they did back in the day, right? Nicole said that's her favorite type of comedy. When it's done right, it's funny. I really love it. But I don't like Amy Schumer, and that's the kind of shit they give her all the time. And I really dislike her. I dislike Amy Schumer a lot. Damn, how he a creep in the movie? Now watch this movie be the film of the year, and everybody redeem Ezra Miller.
I don't know. IGN gave it a 6 out of 10.
I'm not paying for that movie. I'm not paying for it. Oh shit, the bear coming back on. It come back on June 22nd. Nicole, your show coming back on. The bear coming back on June 22nd. He gonna be trying. He gonna try to give side eyes, side eye, bombastic side eye. I'm just a photo of Mr. Krabs with tits on the internet, so I can be reckless on here. Boy, gone somewhere with a pepper. It's accurate. You ain't shit. No, that was funny. Not gonna lie. Shut up, B. Jeffers. Shut up. See how y'all encourage his shit? You encourage it. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit just like Don ain't. Yeah, I can't say my mouth is perfect in person. Everybody will be kikiing. Oh, you ain't shit. I have a separation of my professional self in public and the me y'all know. Well, shit, if we gonna be around you, you ain't gonna be saying no crazy shit like that to me. Cause I'm gonna bust you in your shit. I'm telling you. They ain't let him promo the movie. Oh, and he's single now. I can't wait. I ain't encouraging nothing. You did. He and the black girl in the show had good chemistry. Oh, they did. I haven't watched The Bear yet, but I heard really good things about it. So I was thinking about binging it one day. But this weekend, I got a lot going on this weekend. It's been a long couple of weeks, Jerry. We've been ripping and running for the last 3 weeks. It ain't never been this much going on in our lives. Damn, we keep a pretty low key profile. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Our anniversary is this weekend, so I ain't gonna be home Sunday. I'm not gonna be on nobody's phone. It's just gonna be me and Jared Sunday, and then Saturday I'm going to my friend's house, and we supposed to go to stay over there for the most part of the day, and eat and drink and have a good time. And then I gotta go see my mother-in-law for a little bit because I haven't seen her in a while. Sir, why don't we just go see her first?
Do that.
Take it out. It was the 100 that took me out, Jared.
300. Too many points.
He said, I could believe it. Because he ain't gonna step, but I will. EO for Money in the Bank. You know what, Don? I ain't mad about that. I ain't mad about EO winning Money in the Bank. But I would love for Zelina Vega to have it. I really would. I watched the Idol. Oh, how was it? And we know it's gonna be you and Jer. Mind your business. It reminded me of Showgirls, and I loved and hated that movie. I actually like Showgirls, but it was a lot going on with Showgirls. But I did enjoy the movie, the rise and fall of it. Like I like that. I like Showgirls. So if I don't like The Weeknd enough to watch him falling over no white girl. So it's got to be more going on in that in the show. And I know if Nicole watched it, it must have been more going on in the show. But it just seemed like a drug fueled haze of a TV show, and that's never been my cup of tea for entertainment. Ooh, they whooping Miami ass. They got 2 games in Miami, or just one?
2.
Okay.
The next 2 are in Miami.
Well, EO or ZZ Top? No, no. Don't put that out there, Don. Do not put that out there, because I'd rather puke than to watch Zoe walk around with that fucking briefcase. I can't say I know that movie is, but let's move forward. Don, I need you to get into the films.
I got EO and Zelina.
Showgirls is an older film, so I wouldn't expect you to know what that is. It was out during our time. It was pretty raunchy for movies during our time, AJ. It wasn't no 9.5 weeks, but it was. Oh, it's Zelina. ZZ Top is Zelina. Okay.
I'm dancing with my vagina.
Right.
Orgasm eyes.
Orgasm eyes. And we're out.
I'm grinding.
I'm dancing with my vagina. I honestly think you should get it. I think you would really like Showgirls. Showgirls would be something that you would get into because of the kind of stuff that you do watch. It's a little bit in a slower of a pace when you get into it, but once they get into it's not super slow. I say the first 10, 20 minutes of the film is when, like 20 minutes, 10 minutes in, maybe 15 minutes in, is when the real shit starts. and you start to see how everything works out when she really gets into the showgirls, the dancing and everything. Like that stuff, it comes pretty fairly quickly, so it takes a little bit to get into it. But I think you would like showgirls. You gotta start getting into the older movies because I promise you, a lot of them are light years better than what we get now in terms of movies. You would really enjoy them. I don't want Pammy Pocket's sticky fingers anywhere near if EO wins. It's a callback to the sleazy 90s thrillers like that and Basic Instinct. Oh, so it's a thriller. Oh, wowzers. You turn the air on?
Yeah.
It's not on. If EO wins, Bailey would present that it's a given. I heard The Weeknd can't act. Basically, the movies before they played porn on Skinamax, pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much. I thought he was talking to Zoe. My bad. I'm saying it now. Ow!
Sorry.
Can you please stop kicking me? That really hurt. God, you put all your strength behind that kick. What is you, Pat McAfee or something? What's happening? Goodness. But it'll be damn that hurt. But it'll be the breakup of Damage Control. It needs to be broken up before that. Thank y'all because she not following the trend. Boy, fuck you. It's wild, but it's super influential to this day. Zoe ass ain't getting shit. I can't make any promises. You definitely should.
What they're like, damn, Jesse get down like that? Like, I know she was excited.
Yeah, but you see all her titties. You see all her shit in Showgirls. She go out there and bam. You like, damn, what the fuck?
So you go from taking Adderall to keep you up so you can do the little showcase thing
to getting other people up.
Right.
I was like, ooh, baby, that is. Hate when this straw gets stuck. Thank you, an asshole. Okay, sir. Moving on. They would play that, and the next movie would be born, but the shits would have storyline, right? And it would just be, it'd be the most softcore shit. All you see is these really white girls with these hard ass titties. I hated watching Skinamax. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't want to watch that. It was like, ew. And it wasn't, you didn't see anything. All you saw was like a full frontal of these women, but you never saw anything else. And you saw them like grabbing on these hard ass boobs. They would move like jello molds. Who them titties was warm? It's gonna be Selena and a failed cash in. Oh no!
Damn.
Not the all is lost moment. We all said Nikki would be a failed cash in. She said all you saw was titties. Right? I used to be so mad. That's why I used to watch Real Sex. No dick, none. Not even a piece of one. We didn't get to see none of that shit. I was very upset. I was very disappointed. I was like, oh no, this is not it. This is not it. I didn't.
He said they were hard ass boobs. If you want to have an alternative way to say something, just ask Rico. He'll help you out. Okay? Because he always coming with the shits. That's why when I look back, like this was not. It definitely was not. It definitely was not. It was given. It was very soft. It's very soft. And it was very male forward.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. They just kind of blew out. Like right towards the end, they kind of just got ahead of them. Jimmy wasn't set, so he couldn't call that foul. Anyway, you wouldn't even see vagina. If they was eating the cat, they would put their head over right.
Right.
Or she would just be sitting there and his whole head would be right there. And you couldn't see anything. Which leads me to believe that nothing was happening and they was just acting, but you could always see them hard ass basketball titties. No, he won't. He won't. He just uses his daily sex power. Rude hoe. Oh, the girls are fighting again. But me, myself, I like to think that I was created. I cannot. For a special purpose. I can't stand you. Anyways, it is time for current events. It's time for the current events. Okay. So we're gonna get into it. Now, I done cussed Azalea Banks' ass out on my podcast. That's gonna go up this week. Probably tomorrow. I'm probably gonna have the rest of them up tomorrow. But I done cussed her little bucktooth ass out on my podcast, but I'm gonna cuss her out again because I didn't like the shit she said today. I don't think so either, looking back on it, babe. Now, I have a way with words. Will you? Anytime that Don is not included, he gets very, very upset. Now that he got retired, he doing a lot of advertisements. We get to see his face. What you finna do? Is you finna teach him how to be selfish? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna teach him how to be a ball hog? Is that what you're gonna teach him? You're gonna teach him how to be a piece of shit? Huh? How to ruin your basketball career in 90 days? Huh? No? Okay. I was just asking. I mean, that's a pertinent question. Am I wrong?
You do it too much.
Am I wrong though?
You are a little bit.
How? How am I wrong?
Melo wasn't that bad.
Gerard. He did exactly what James Harden did on his team. He ran away prominent players who could have worked with him because he was too much of a diva to work with other people. And then when he got somewhere else, he got to playing somewhere else, he still couldn't get it together. And he would collapse. So how am I wrong, babe? I'm still wrong?
A little bit.
All right. You be giving a lot of niggas grace that don't deserve it. Because Rosie O'Donnell was in one they would show often, and I was like, she would not be in no bonus errand while she on a TV show. Child, it's the Virgo with me. It's hard to turn it off. I can't. Who? Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony's retired from basketball. He's officially no longer playing, but that's mainly because nobody will pick him up. So he does not play basketball anymore. And I said what the fuck I said, and Jared's saying that I'm wrong. I am not wrong. I'm telling the truth. He was a ball hog. He had a difficult time understanding that the team is what wins championships and games, not just him having 40, 50 points a night. And he was not good with Sharon. So, like, that nigga got on my nerves. Now, we talking about Carmelo Anthony. I'm going to really need 2K to get his moveset suite together. Yeesh. Oh, Sandra retired, y'all. I did put it in the group chat, Nicole, for you to look at that Sandra is retiring
from making gear. She's been making gear for a very long time, honey. And she has earned the right to say, I'm retiring. Okay. She's earned that. So shout out to Sandra. She used to make gear for everybody. Everybody. He needs to be a better husband and dad. Well, as far as I understand, he ain't nobody's husband. So he ain't got to be a better husband than nobody. But he do need to be a better father to his son, unless he not doing good in that department, which I don't have nothing to do with that. That's none of my business. I was focusing on his game quality, which sucked, by the way. Okay. Okay. He was good with sharing that ping, though. Clearly. Ooh. Messy boots. That's some messy boots. Someone should have had told him that there is no I in team and there is no you either. Well, they didn't tell him that, babe. But I would imagine with the college education that he received, he would have known that from jump. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, Sandra has retired. She's donezo for the day. Pour one out for mother. I thought she was retiring last year, but it seems she held off and decided to retire this year. Oh, I thought they got married. Well, Lala and Carmelo Anthony were married, but they got a divorce. They ain't together no more. Lala is free to be single and have her titties flying all over. The boys used to be talking about Lala titties. Her titties used to be all over Power. Anyway, she free to be single now and live her best life and have her titties all over Power and everything else. She ain't got to worry about him being mad or nothing. Okay? Because they are not together. At least that's what she said. I know I'm not together. Oh, they was tripping balls. That is some weirdo shit right there. Jesus is my doctor, child. Auntie Sandra retiring. She makes the best gears. Yeah. College athletes don't learn in college. That's not true either. A lot of them dudes do learn in college. In fact, they're quite intelligent once they leave college. That's not true. They did. She's dead now, so no power for her. But she be putting her titties out somewhere.
Like there's a dude who was playing college football at Florida State. Was one of the top safeties in the country. Was in line to be a top 5 pick.
What did he do when he went to go be a doctor?
He became a Rhodes Scholar, and now he's a neurosurgeon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when he was talking about the shit with CTE and concussions in the NFL,
he was one of the doctors.
Talked to him.
Right. Right.
And he black.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I remember him. Like, that really, he was a beast. Uh-huh. He got his Rhodes Scholarship. That's what's up.
I had to give me some more water, child. That was. Ooh, excuse me, child. My throat tentacles. Honey. Shut up, Tay. We all know schools will bend over backwards to make sure their athletes can play at next week's game. Well, that may be true in Texas. But in most colleges, and in Alabama, but in most colleges, they do have to meet, and even in Texas and Alabama, they have to meet a certain academic requirement in order to continue playing basketball. And furthermore, a lot of parents that have their kids playing basketball and football or any other sport also understand that the sport itself is not sustainable for long periods of time. So they have to learn how to manage their money correctly, invest their money correctly, and that is where part of their education comes in. I know a lot of these athletes, especially the athletes that have come into the league over the last 10 years, are incredibly intelligent. So your logic is flawed based off of the fact that they are athletes, meaning that they don't have the education or they didn't take part in obtaining the education strictly because they're athletes. That is not true. So that stereotype, my dear, you might want to let go, especially if you end up being around an athlete at some point and you say some dumb shit like this and you can't fight. They're going to whoop your ass. Because I would. I'm going to be honest. Because basically what you're saying is that athletes are dumb. And that's just not true. That's a stereotype.
You'll whoop your ass while it's by explaining quantum theories and multiverse theories.
Right, and then force you to understand basketball, nigga. Now, what's a power forward? I don't know. Bam! Tell me what a power forward is. Please stop hitting me. You know, beat your ass. But she may still be on the shy. Fair. Good for her. See, that's the shit I be talking about. Isn't she on BMF? I don't know. I don't watch BMF. I'm trying to be an athlete in college, Rico. So, that's good for you, Hiram. What that mean? You ain't dumb. Listen, if it don't fit, babe, don't wear it. Okay? If it don't fit, don't wear it. Rico is straight phobic. Heterophobic. Hiram, do you play sports? Track. Yes, Don. Which would be right. I pay attention, Hiram. You pay attention to what you want to pay attention to. Aaliyah just said it. Ja Morant has left the chat. Ja Morant is an isolated incident and he does not count. However, that does not mean that he's not educated simply because he keeps making boneheaded mistakes.
You got the wrong people around.
Exactly. I'm like, you have made boneheaded mistakes and you are an educated person. That doesn't mean that because you fuck up that you are not educated. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I did earlier. I just didn't capitalize it. Well, I asked you, not a leader. So he wants you to verbalize it. Verbalize it, babe. Verbalize it, babe. Well, I know better than to call someone stupid to their face. I say it in my head and leave it in the brain. You just said it on this chat, babe. You just said it in this chat, babe. You know better. No, you don't. No, you don't know better. And why you keep saying this on this topic, let me make it clear. You keep saying that you know how to keep things to yourself when you need to, and that you know how to separate church and state. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I believe when you get in the right circle of people, while you may curb some of the strength of your mouth, you're going to say something that you're going to regret. I would highly recommend that when you have these thoughts like this, because this is wrong. Now, I can tell you straight up, if the roles was reversed and it had something to do with you and the things that you like you used to be a dancer, and they'd be like, oh, well, you gay, of course you like dancing. You would be like, okay, whoa, that's a bit of a reach. Just because I like to dance doesn't mean that I have to be gay, or because you're into theater or you like to write. That could be a stereotype that they would peg you with just because of that. Now, you wouldn't want people to correlate those events to your sexuality or to anything else that would imply you would be less than because of these said things. So that very same behavior you would not want to emulate or replicate when it comes to other people. Simplest explanation is you want to treat people how you want to be treated. It's just that simple. No, I don't think Dress is on BMF. I didn't think she was. I do track and field. Oh, okay. Or just mind your business overall. I mean, well, he got a point. Are you good at it? Hiram said, yes, the fuck I am. One of the best. No, I said when you were talking about money, well, I wouldn't argue that he's accepting it. Could they be right? Well, whenever it was track season, Hiram was saying, I'm tired of tracking most chats. If he wasn't asleep, because early morning life. Okay. Stay on the same subject. Would you want someone to think you're dumb because of your dyslexia? I mean, that's a very good point. That is a good point of correlation right there. He got you there, babe. He got you there. He really does. That was very good. That was very good. I didn't say that, but I have put people in their places for doubting me. Again, I will not remember that. It's given the dream does not recall. I don't care what y'all say about Peppermint Patty. That motherfucker was funny.
Hey, look here, that was the best promo. That promo was the best shit that he cut. Like, you left me.
The dream doesn't recall.
Trey showed the dream walk out on EC3. The dream doesn't recall that.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, I miss Peppermint Patty. I wish he wasn't a piece of shit.
Oh my god. Just terrible.
I mean, my dyslexia do make me dumb. I just figured out how to read and write, but in math, it makes me incompetent. Or autism. Same, Rico. But I don't think dyslexia makes you dumb. You just learn differently. I don't think you get what people say. That's Gabourey Sidibe. It's not Nicole Byer.
Yeah, okay.
That does not answer the question. He is very right. I agree with Don's idea of having Idris take James' gimmick. I don't like that. I want Peppermint Patty to not be a piece of shit. So I can make fun of him taking over Prince's shit. God, I just wish they would stop fucking up our shit. They make life so difficult. I need to put my hair in pigtails. Playing on that. Well, Aaliyah, track is tiring, but I still love the sport. Not him switching lanes. You have a tendency of not answering questions, but you ramble around them. Work on that. Okay, let's get into what Bucktooth Betty said about DC Young Fly's wife and the mother of his kids. Well, she was his future wife. They hadn't gotten married yet. At least that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Okay, so this cockroach, Azalea Banks, was still in her feelings. Hold on. I mean, the case aside, he still be there, but he's being majorly problematic. I have to agree. Well, people do think I'm dumb for having dyslexia and ADHD. So if someone thought that and told me so, I wouldn't challenge that. That's a part of your trauma response to everything. And quite frankly, I think you should challenge that and you shouldn't think that. You keep internalizing things that people tell you that you should believe, when in all actuality, everybody has a learning issue in some area or another. You being dyslexic doesn't make you any more less intelligent than anybody else. It just simply means that you learn differently. And that's it. Some people learn with more hands-on. Others can learn on their own academically. They don't need a lot of intervention to get themselves together. Whereas you need a little bit more so that you can understand what you're reading and comprehend it and move forward. That doesn't make you stupid. I don't want you to say that anymore. Like, just stop saying that. Stop repeating that mantra. Stop doing it. It doesn't help you. Hiram, I wasn't saying that you're bad at track. I was saying that I remember you talking about track and your excitement about it every year that I've known you. But you like that feeling. I'm pretty indifferent to it. I used to be called retarded during my school years because of my autism. I'm sorry about that, babe. Some people just are ignorant. Because I used to make F and D's in schools. In one class, the teacher thought I didn't even attend school. But when they say I was dumb, I'd be like, no. So if y'all remember, a while back, Azalea Banks brought her roach ass on to She crawled out her nooks and crannies of the cupboard and decided to come onto Wallin' Out, and she was there to perform her song. Now she claims that she was only there to perform. She wasn't supposed to be a part of the whole Wallin' Out, aesthetic, which can't be true because if they have a specific artist on there that doesn't want to be a part of that, they usually have a counterpart celebrity that will do the work for the artist. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong, Jared?
Nope.
That's how it usually works.
Yep.
Okay, so stick with me, right? But Azalea was the only guest that year. I mean, that day for that show, and she was told ahead of what they were going to do and how things were going to go. DC Young Fly said a line. He never called her ugly. He called her stupid for wearing the braces that she had in her mouth on her teeth, which, by the way, did not work. I don't know why she still had the braces on her mouth. And right now, we in 2023. When was this? Like, end of COVID?
I can't remember.
Because sis' mouth is still raggedy. But anyways, she was talking mad shit, popping off at the mouth. And DC Young Fly's girlfriend, fiance, wife, mother of his children, she passed away after going to a surgeon to have a mommy makeover for her body to help uplift her self-esteem. And when she did that, there was some complications either during the surgery or after the surgery, and she ended up passing away. This woman left behind 3 children, and of course, the love of her life, DC Young Fly. So my problem with this whole situation is Azalea decided to take shots at DC and this woman, and she has passed away. So let me tell y'all what this cockroach said. Okay, let me tell y'all what she said. Hold on. He said, "Well, once she's done with these media events, we can get into therapy. So go ahead, Tiff." It's all love disguised as sarcasm and indifference. She said, "I asked that bitch what the fuck you gotta ask her. Hurry up." But it ain't therapy Thursday. I remember Azalea on there and roasting the heck out of her on the surface level. They really didn't. I remember that episode and I saw what they said to her. Like, I've seen people on the internet say worse shit about that bitch than anything they said on that show. Like 2019 ish. He said, "I don't give a fuck what day it is. Dine is hot. We usually have an open part of Wednesdays. It is Wednesday." So Azalea said, and I quote, "Damn, DC Young Fly spent years disguising his own deeply rooted hatred of self as jokes pointed at women's beauty, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness onto women perfectly secure in their own skin." I don't even, I'm going to get to that in a second. Say what you want about my tears. They were pure tears of rage and not at all a sign of weakness because in the end, I won. I'm happy I cried and moved on. You moved on, but here you are putting this post up. That Jackie O girl must have been so deeply insecure about herself, and the nerve of DC to call such a gorgeous woman as Azalea Banks ugly on national television while a bunch of black people laughed. And ironically, dead at 32, exactly on my 32nd birthday, May 31st, 2023, in Miami, Florida. You niggas are going to learn to stop fucking with me. I don't think anyone gets how much the press from that episode derailed the success of Anna Wintour. I came in to sing my song and go home, and only at the request of my label. Then the stupid fucking queens on the stage behind me, basically making a mockery of it being a quote gay song, fucking Vogue, fake voguing behind me in their do rags like they aren't all raging homosexuals. That thorn in my side is finally out. No way in hell I was blessed with this many gifts, this much talent and beauty. To be a cultural punching bag for a cast of peons who wouldn't have a pot to piss in if they didn't have the court of social media addicts to Jester for. I do this in real life, dick lickers. Ha ha. Let's go back to the beginning. She said, and I quote, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness onto women perfectly secure in their own skin. Anybody who is secure in their skin would not be dredging up 3-year-old drama after his significant other has passed away. Anybody who is secure in themselves and wasn't sitting up there waiting for the opportunity to kick a person while they were down would not be dredging up this type of bullshit when it really was nothing. What DC Young Fly said, hold on.
I don't even know if I want to play this game anymore. That time. But you laugh around the theater because you're not going to be booking any other work. Honey, this is the ceiling. You need to find your dentist. How you take your goddamn braces off, but you kept the little middle part? Stupid ass girl.
He never called her ugly. Never said that. She took it there. Now she was standing there crying, and it was mainly because she got mollywopped. You basically got mopped throughout this whole show. This was not your genre. This was not your bag. Furthermore, Wildin' Out is not what derailed that song Anna Wintour. It was you. It was you and your antics and your bullshit. If you didn't want to go on Wildin' Out, you could have picked another show to go on. How come you didn't go to Jimmy Kimmel? How come you didn't go to the Tonight Show with what's the other dude's name? Jimmy Fallon. You could have went to Jimmy Fallon. You could have went to Stephen Colbert's show. You could have went on well, you probably couldn't have went on the Daily Show. Trevor Noah was over there and he pro-black. And you know how you are. So you ain't gonna go to the Daily Show. But you could have went like Lizzo. I mean, I didn't know who Lizzo was before the Daily Show. I'm not gonna lie. I was, lost in my little world of music. And then I happened to be looking at the Daily Show and I seen this big old plus size girl on there twerking in her music debut. I'm like, who is this bitch? I went and found her, and then boom, Lizzo blows up into this big entity. She's this major superstar. Burna Boy, the first time I saw Burna Boy was on the Daily Show. That was the first time I had ever heard of Burna Boy's music. I had ever seen him before. You could have had your ass over there, but you so damn, your mouth is what gets you in trouble. And it's not even because you be saying real shit. It's because you're a nasty, evil human being. And the more you keep spewing shit like this, the more you're going to keep being down in the dumps. You think you won because this girl has died. That don't make no fucking sense. That is the stupidest shit I have ever heard in my life. This woman lost her life, and it wasn't because she was insecure. She was doing something for herself. But if I recall, your buck-tooth Becky looking ass went and got titties. Were you not secure to keep them itty-bitty raisins that you called titties you had before? You went and made sure you got you some brand new titties so it matched the rest of that bony ass that you got. So what's the difference? Because I'm confused. But you know what? You know what the sad part is? And y'all probably going to be like, Tiffany, that's me. But I'm going to say, and I'm going to stand by it. The sad part is Jackie O passed away. She got 3 kids she got to take care of. But your black ass is still here. Still being evil. Still being disrespectful. That lady is dead and gone. And she never did nothing to you. She never was even on stage. She wasn't one of the people who was going after you like you put it. She's got 3 kids. 3 of them. And they're little kids. DC got 3 kids he has to raise now. And he's grieving the loss of his partner. The woman that he was in love with. And here you are. Relishing in that death and relishing in his grief. And you know what else is going to happen? You know how this is going to play out? Your ass is going to end up a bottom feeder where you always been. And he's going to be the one that succeeds. Because ain't nobody thought about your black ass. They didn't do nothing for that song, Anna Wintour. Wildin' Out didn't destroy Anna Wintour. You did. Just like every other fucking song you put out and it don't get no radio play, no airplay. Nobody hears it. TikTok is one of the biggest damn social media platforms in the world. I don't hear nobody using your music on TikTok. And that's the kind of place where your kind of music would thrive. But look where we at. Sukiyana gets more airplay than you. You should be embarrassed. But you worried about somebody's dead fiance, somebody's dead girlfriend, and here you are sitting up here talking about you secure. Ain't no fucking way. 3 years ago, almost more than that, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe, and you still sitting up here talking shit. You only did that because nobody was talking about you. You only did that shit because you ain't been relevant. But your need and that sickness you have for relevancy is what's gonna build your ass up into the ground. You ain't doing nothing but digging your grave. And I ain't gonna do nothing but stand there and watch them throw the dirt on you, because your ass is going down. And you think that you're gonna be able to survive this and be able to come out and say whatever you want to say, but no, it's tomatoes, bitch. Tomatoes. Your ass is disrespectful. You like a cockroach. You only come out when you need to eat. And even then, it's unnecessary. I'm gonna leave you where I found you, which is in the fucking trash. And I hope they take your ass to the landfill, because this is just out of pocket and out of bounds. This lady ain't even been buried yet. Her family's still grieving her. And I can't stress enough that she still has very young children who are probably struggling that their mother is no longer here. And here you are with your guppy black ass on the internet talking shit about her and how she must have been so insecure being with DC. Are we talking about insecurities? Bitch, you fuck Dave Chappelle. Girl, you bought a whole new set of titties so Dave Chappelle could put his rusty mouth on it. Are you serious? You are out here selling coochie to keep yourself alive, to keep yourself fed, and you're talking about somebody being insecure. You can't even make money off of the profession that you claim is God-given talent. You can't even make money off of that. But you're talking about somebody else being insecure. You must have lost your fucking mind. I mean, honestly. I can't even fathom. I can't even fathom what DC is going through. And I feel bad for him because he's a good dude. And he has been a good dude for a very long time. And he has been thriving, and he's going to continue to. Once he gets past his grief and sorrow, he's going to continue to thrive, and he's going to be the good father that he has always been to his children. And you are still going to be a gutter slut roach, lurking in the shadows, waiting for your next meal.
Damn, Murray had a triple-double.
That's what you're going to be. That's what you are. That's all you got. Let me see what they said in the comments. It wasn't even a roast. They wasn't roasting her. They weren't roasting her. Like, they was going easy on her. Like, some of the shit they was saying, and like Mimi and everybody else, like, right, they was going easy on Azealia Banks. I'd have been tearing her ass a new one personally, because she deserved it. Oh, raunchy ass bitch. She got mad because they said they only invited her because they couldn't get Cardi. Okay.
I mean, that's not the first time they had somebody on the show and then crack the joke saying that the only reason why I invited them because they couldn't get the other person that they wanted.
They said that to a lot of people.
Right.
She's just a petty ass, messy ass bitch. They said the whole show she was being weird.
She was.
Not surprised. She a weirdo, so. And you know she relies heavily on colorism. Ugh. The Late Late Show would have lifted her a little bit. Hate to say it, but Anna Wintour is a bop. I wouldn't know because I stopped listening to Azalea Banks a while ago. So I wouldn't know about that. Stream on the Edge by Angel Hayes for a good laugh. I love Angel Hayes. She don't get the recognition that she deserves either. She really don't. I love Angel Hayes. And Suki got washed by Cupcake. She did. She did sleep with Dave Chappelle. She the one who told everybody.
Yeah, she the one who outed that shit.
Gutter Roach. Like it was a flex.
So, like, and if you didn't do it and you tell everybody you slept with Dave Chappelle, I got questions.
That's gross. Don't nobody willingly sleep with Dave Chappelle but his wife. And even she have second thoughts.
Damn.
She be fucking niggas on their oxygen tank. She gotta make a living somehow, babe. Not just a gutter slut, a roach too. She is a gutter slut roach. And I refuse to be nice to a bitch who would kick a nigga down when they down like this. I could see if, like, you know, DC, he just got beat up. You know what I'm saying? Or he was out cheating on his girlfriend or something. That's different. Then I'd be like, you know what? Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But this woman is dead. She is dead, baby. And for you to say something like that, you ain't doing nothing but cursing yourself. And I'm going to help you. Because you ain't shit. And you ain't going to never be shit. They even called her a big mouth bitch. No one could ever make me admit that. Okay, Nicole, you with me. You see what I'm saying. Okay? You see what I'm saying. Because ain't no way. Ain't no goddamn way. Dave Chappelle is not an attractive man. In no way, shape, or form. Okay? I am not doing it. Never. I don't care how much money he got. I'm not gonna willingly sleep with this man. No, thank you. He said, admit it. I wouldn't even do it, babes. She be in Dubai with y'all faves. She ain't even get a bag off the nigga. Nope, she just fucked him because she could. I bet you her coochie stank. I feel like she don't wash her coochie properly. Dubai, she can't even get casted on Tubi. Ooh. Dave Chappelle, out of all people, Hiram, you feel it. You feel it. Of all the celebrities, of all the comedians, why couldn't you pick one of the white ones so you could at least get some money? Tom Segura would have gave you some money. He would have gave you some money. Max is built so weird. Oh, MJF was on TV because it's 11 o'clock. Shouldn't what's the name be off TV now? I can't charge my controllers because he come in here and steal them at night.
I know, jackass.
She said that don't mean shit. Everyone who don't got money like that be in Dubai and yachting. Facts. It's because them damn they be getting invited over there. And one girl said there is a podcast that I haven't listened to yet where this girl said she was invited to Dubai and she thought she was being sex trafficked. So when he came back, when he left the room, she hurried up and left out and got back to the States. Mm-hmm. It was that episode that they was talking about the girl who was being stalked by her ex, but it was really her current boyfriend who was stalking her.
Oh yeah, the dude was helping.
Mm-hmm. Like you got to be a desperate hoe to do that. Yeah, she a hoe. If he was dropping a bag, I would. That bag got to be sizable. I'm talking like at least 30, 40 G's. I need to be able to set myself up for the good parts. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to at least get myself in a good position. You feel me? Like that's just starting out. I need about 20, 30, maybe 40 G's. I need it. Kimmy Kim back at it. Him and Adam Cole were tearing each other up on the mic. Oh, they put Cole up there? Okay. Okay. I might have to watch that. I might have to start having AEW record and then just look at it and let it play in the background like I used to. Because sometimes I get bored watching it. I be trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Everyone from Alistair to Z-list reality stars be out there. Child. Nah, it's easy and consistent money for them. Well, moral of the story, fuck Iggy Azalea and she ain't gonna never be shit. Now, let's get into Mr. Blueface. Sometimes I really despise talking about him. The only reason why I am bringing him up is because he a whole weirdo. So he told his baby moms, on live that when Krishan has their baby, she's gonna be raising the baby. He wants his current baby's mother to have another baby with him. And then she wants him to have another baby. He wants her to have another baby with him, which will be, I think, their second baby together, but it'll officially be his third. And then he claimed he gonna marry her. And she just sitting there. What do you want, Octavius? So what? No, go to bed. All right. You should have put it on the TV show like I told you. Where'd you put it on, the Lorax?
Yeah, it was the Lorax.
So, anyways, she basically agreed to everything that he was saying. I feel like he be high. Them girls got to be high fucking around with him. Cause he's a weird looking bitch. Like there's nothing about Blueface that's attractive. Like he's not physically attractive. He's not mentally attractive. Like there's no way that he is remotely any good in the bedroom. Like these girls are damaged beyond repair being with him. It seemed like Krishan Rock is really trying to distance herself away from him. She's gonna have her baby, which live your best life. But God, I would never want to have a seed with that demon. He is a demon. And his mother is not too far behind him. Like, he is just an evil son of a bitch. And he's saying the most egregious shit. But then this motherfucker got arrested. Blueface got arrested on robbery charges. I can't make this shit up even if I tried. Like, he got arrested on robbery charges. So Krishan basically said, glad I ain't go home. They got him good because that nigga is the devil. Well, she ain't lying. She said, and I quote, if he want to go out of his way to troll me and this unborn kid, that's his karma. But if anything happened to that man, I don't care how much bad he wished on me or shitted on me. I don't wish jail or death on anybody for real. Obviously, I distance myself because nobody deserves to be treated like that. It's not like she's trying to grow up, and that's good on Krishan Rock. I'm happy for her. Lay down, Octavius. And that's good for Krishan Rock. I'm happy for her. I really am. But her baby daddy is a fucking tyrant. And I'm sick of them giving him a platform and constantly putting shit on the internet for him. He needs to be banned from having anything go viral to do with him. I really despise Blueface. His rap sucks. He's a horrible rapper. It's like, how can you be terrible at everything? Like, he's horrible at everything. He's just God, he's just a piece of shit. And you're just like, goodness me, like, do y'all care at all? Like, even a little bit? No. That's what I've been doing with Grays, just having it in the background. MGF remixed that Chris's promo and threw it back to Adam. Auntie Badu got the witch aunties working. He gonna get his karma. Period. Someone said Blueface was a bitter baby mama. He is a terrible human being. The before and after of her before Blueface is insane, but that also is a cautionary tale that you can't let every man you see, or you can't let men in your life like that. And then, because some people are vampires, like energy suckers, they just take. Let me see that controller. Junior, what are you watching?
It's a preview.
Of what? What is that on? Apple TV? Come here, Junior. Where is your controller at? You gave it to Uncle Jay? This is his?
Mm-hmm.
Go in there and put it on Netflix and bring it back. Put it on Sweet Tooth like you getting ready to watch and go to bed because it's late. It's way past your bedtime.
Okay.
Flip that switch up.
Mm-hmm.
Flip the switch up. I want the controller back immediately. Flip the switch back up, Junior. Stop turning off the light. Thank you. All right. The before and after of her faces say, child the best. Well, after seeing how his mom is, I know who he gets it from. I don't know about that. His daddy ain't in his life, so his mom was she just money hungry. She don't care about shit else as long as he making money. She was trying to take Krishan's check from when she was on Baddies. It's like, damn. Junior? No, you're not. I see you trying to go to a different profile.
You gotta put it on Crystal's profile to watch Sweet Tooth.
Put it on the damn show and bring me the controller. I say you accept what you allow, but I'm always down for growth, especially for a child's presence. Why won't it turn off the light? Flip that switch down. Thank you. Up there. Okie dokie. I have to respectfully agree with Donnie here. But Adam Cole was, if both of us had to take a piss test, now who do you think would pass? Oh, because if MJF made a comment about his body, MJF built like a goddamn MJF built weird as fuck. How you gonna talk about somebody's body and your body is you a badly built bitch? You built like a oh wide back bitch. I done went off on MJF punk ass. I'm like, bitch, if you don't get your witchy poo having ass the fuck, get the fuck out of my face. Back wide as fuck. The fact what you talking about? His mom is a weird gaslighting bitch. Facts. MJF is built like a question mark. Oh my god. Which one y'all think crazier, Tokyo or Carlisa? Is Carlisa Blueface mama name? Because I never took the time to know this bitch's name. I don't think Tokyo Tony is that crazy. I do think that she be doing things just to keep herself relevant, but she ain't nothing like Blueface mother. Blueface mother is willing to let Blueface do the stupidest shit to his own detriment as long as it continues to make money. Okay, cause where his ass at? Body shaming Cole is such low hanging fruit. Well, it's MJF. Like it's not like you know he's a piece of shit. Nicole, what did you expect from him? You say Tokyo is crazier? I think Carlisa crazy. Anybody who is sane enough to continue to allow the type of shit that Blueface is on, especially with the way he treats the women that's in his life, she a demon. I think she a voodoo priestess. Honestly, I think they be putting blood in the spaghetti and shit. I think they be casting spells on these hoes because there's just no fucking way. Because there's just no way. I think that they be casting spells on them hoes to keep them around. I think they be doing all types of voodoo hoodoo shit. I really, really do. Because I can't understand what's going on with these bitches. I just can't. I'm like, what is it? It can't be the pain because homeboy just ain't got it. Like that's what I was looking at Chris Brown the other day. And I'm like, what is it about him that make you girls fawn over him? Because I don't understand. He is not like I was looking like it's no shade because my husband used to be a smaller dude. But after he went to the military and he bulked up, he was there was a time where Dry had the V cut. You know, he was in shape, rock solid. He's still a strong dude. Don't get me wrong. He's incredibly strong, which still scares me to this day. But he just had the body to show the strength, or at least a piece of it. Now he he a little bit more cushion for the pushing, but I ain't mad at it. I still love my baby. But anyways, when me and AJ first started dating, he was a smaller dude. So but I'm looking at Chris Brown, and I used to really like Chris Brown. I used to think he was such a cutie. I still think that he has a nice smile, but like he had his shirt off one day, and I was like, "You look like a washboard," and not in a good way. Just a flat board with just. I was like, "Babe, what? Oh." Oh, like when you take off all your clothes, you literally look like Plank from Ed, and Eddie. That's all I saw. I was like, oh no, you gotta have more than this. Like you gotta have more than this. Like I'm like, you are not attractive. She was like, who they fighting, babe? They was going off. Honestly, that's probably not far from the truth. Right? I'm telling you, they doing some hoodoo voodoo shit. I'm telling you. Tokyo is definitely crazier. The stuff that she be saying is wild. I honestly don't think she believe half the shit she be saying. I really don't. Probably be stealing their hairs off the brushes and everything. I'm telling y'all, it gotta be. Girl, cool off. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Them girls on TikTok was telling everybody about them voodoo hoodoo spells that them boys' mothers be putting on their girlfriends and how they would eat their food and then all of a sudden they could never get their man off their minds and shit. I'm telling you, that lady evil. They doing some evil, dirty shit. I'm telling you. Oh, did you see the Zion Williams shit? Hold on, I'm gonna get to it, Nicole. Heard on. Cause it's messy, child. It is messy. 13 years in prison, child. Oh wow. Hold on, I'm gonna get to it, and then I'm gonna have to do SPC chat and let y'all go on to bed, child. He built like a washboard. He definitely is built like a washboard because Chris Brown, when he first came out of jail, he was a little thick and he didn't like the heavy weight that he put on. So he went and started losing weight, which is fine. But I saw him recently, and he looked healthy. He didn't look like he was on that booger sugar, but he just looked like a board. He looked like Plank from Ed, and Nettie. I ain't even trying to be funny. I'm dead ass serious. The shit with Zion Williamson is wild. Okay, so I'm gonna read what the neighborhood talk got. So I'm gonna read that and then I'm gonna read their post. Okay. It say neighbors get into this. This was so messy. NBA star Zion Williamson announced yesterday that he is expecting his first child with his girlfriend Rose. Though most people were happy for the couple, one adult film star was pissed because she claims her and Zion had a fling for the past year and the pregnancy blindsided her. Well, first of all, bitch, you a side piece. So if he gets another girl, if he gets his girlfriend pregnant, what does that have to do with you? He ain't obligated to tell you nothing. The fuck? I ain't trying to take up with Zion Williams. I'm just saying, if you are a side piece, how you gonna get mad because he got his girlfriend pregnant? In what universe do that make sense? Anyways, all of this unfolded on Twitter when the couple first posted their exciting news. People quickly noticed that Rose, Zion's baby mom, is actually a stripper who had gone viral a few times for her massive clappers. Hell no. Despite her past, the two looked very happy to announce they were expecting a baby girl. The enjoyment quickly took a turn when adult film star Mariah decided to air all of the All Stars business on her Twitter. Mariah claims that her and Zion have been intimate with each other for the past year. She says Zion has flown her out to New Orleans multiple times. They've made plenty of home videos together. She has receipts of Zion allegedly telling her he would pay her rent if she moved to NOLA, and him claiming he doesn't have a girlfriend. Child, she says she might even be pregnant too. Ooh. Well, it seems that she didn't know, but I don't believe that. I don't believe she didn't know. I don't believe that. I hate you on God, Zion Williams. Looks like you been had a girlfriend and sleeping with other women behind my back. At Zion Williamson, you are a liar. She even took digs at Rose for not being a real adult film star. Girl, what? I warned you about trapping type hoes. As Zion Williamson, you didn't listen to me. I know the game fucked you. And congrats again. The bill was too high, so you had to scrap for crumbs when you couldn't see me or I was busy. Rose seemingly responded back to Mariah saying, happy hoes ain't hating and hating hoes ain't happy. These bitches trying it. Oh, she put his shit out there. They was on Snapchat, honey. Bet I don't have a girlfriend, but if I moved you to New Orleans, would you be cool with being like my official? Just asking so I know how to go about the situation with respect. When you move, how much do you expect me to pay you a month? I'm super excited. Pay you a month. Wow. That's crazy. She said, I let you F me so many times without a condom, and this is what you do to me. A hood rat that does CPN. You put my life in danger effing all these hoes raw. I motivated you to get back in shape. I let you F me all kinds of ways and fill me in your phone, and you impregnate a low budget P star DNA test, or I'm done. Girl, at this point, he done went public with another woman saying that she's having his child, and you need a DNA test to walk away. I'm sticking to the fact that you knew he had a girlfriend because something about this don't sound right. It don't sound right. Couldn't even impregnate a real P star. I let you, oh, this is insane. I let you spit in my mouth last week when we asked, you could have told me you had another, she called her a whore, pregnant. How was that gonna work moving us both to New Orleans? You think I wouldn't have found out? You let that hoe finesse you is why I'm angry. She's 29 with an adult child already. I know what comes with being a basketball player, girl. I know there will be other women, but didn't expect you to get these hoes pregnant. Better pray I'm not pregnant too, because I'm definitely late. I'm in Atlanta. See me in December, or should I say at my new condo in New Orleans. We sister wives now. Get with it or get lost. But I'm gonna get get more always. Clown. He don't play about me. When it comes to spoiling, I'm his princess, but you a burnt out baby mom. Happy hoes ain't hating, and hating hoes ain't happy. Jealous is such an ugly look on people. Zion's current baby mom's Rose used to be a stripper before getting with the athlete. Girl, okay. Her clappers is all over the internet, honey. It seems that the situation between Zion and the baby moms has gotten worse. She said the adult film star Mariah says, if anything happens to me, Zion Williamson is on you because you have this girl's family threatening me. I warned you about trapping these type of hoes. She was really doing the most. Now she's saying that the girl family is threatening her and she's warning if something happens to her, it's all her fault or his fault. At this point, girl, you kind of brought this on yourself, babe. Like nobody was asking you nothing. You should have played your role and shut your fucking mouth. You could have had all this shit played out behind the scenes, and he probably would have done more for you if you was quiet. I'm not saying that he's right in what he was doing because he knows that he's wrong. But at the same time, it's like you out here talking about, what comes with being with a basketball player, but here you are pissed off because he didn't do what you expected him to do when it came to y'all being in this relationship with each other. If y'all was in a relationship, obviously it wasn't much of a relationship, but if y'all was in a relationship with each other, he would have respected it and told you what was going on. But that's not what happened, is it? Hold on, y'all. This shit is just sad. Child, maybe I should be a basketball side, please, and get my rent paid. Yeah, Jeffree Star tried that shit too. You saw what his stinking mouth ass did. She in her feelings and she could have got her back. You get what I'm saying, Nicole? Like, you fucked yourself. All you had to do was be quiet and play your fucking role. You was already willing to play your role to begin with. You said it, not me. You was the one sitting up there talking about something. Well, I know what comes with being a basketball player's girlfriend. Well, then you can't get mad at him for having a baby with another woman. Mind your fucking business. That had nothing to do with you. And if you let him go and you raw, that's on you, babes. That's your fucking fault. You should have been smarter than that. Dumbass. Boss and CEO. Mhm. All right, y'all. So we're gonna do the SBC chat, and then I'm going to let you guys go. She said he was already gonna set you up. See you, but you get see what I'm saying? He already had her already had her shit ready to roll. Already had her shit ready to roll, Nicole. And here she go. Right, just be mad and go take yourself shopping with his money, and you would have felt better. Cause you ain't gotta worry about no kid. All you gotta do is play your role. Like, I mean, you already knew what you was in for. You said it yourself. So now you sitting up here mad and in your feelings because he got another girl pregnant. You gonna be sleeping with him anyway. He gonna call you and and tell you he's sorry. You gonna accept it and you gonna get back with him anyway. So why is you coming to the internet telling us your business, girl? We don't care. Me no speaker tricker. Okay, we don't care about that. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. All right, we're gonna talk about the 6 brown chicks. We got 6 questions that they give us. All right, here's the last thing Nicole said. She said, "That's what I would have done. Ran up his credit card, girl. Girl, I would have had me a new place. I'd have been seeing whoever the fuck I want. When he want to see who in my house, I would change the camera so it would read a different day. I have my shit down to a fucking science. I be at home when I'm there. I'm there. I make sure that condo was paid for and in my name, not in his, so he can't take nothing from me. Okay, whatever he buy me is all in my name and I own it. It needs to be paid outright, no bill, and it's in my name. It belongs to me. Title of the car in my name, house in my name. I would have him buy me a condo in a really nice neighborhood, especially if I was moving to New Orleans or in Atlanta. I would make him buy me a condo in a really nice neighborhood so I can stay where I want to stay. Have him invest in a couple businesses for me so I can make me a couple of coins. And then when he decide he don't want to fuck with me no more, I'm already said I don't fucking need him. Y'all don't know how to finesse a nigga. Y'all too busy falling in love. That's your problem. Ugh, I'm so disappointed. How you a P star but can't keep it straight? You supposed to know the difference between business and pleasure, babe. I'm so disappointed in you. God. There's so many feelings in this. I don't like it. All right. We're going to go into the questions for the SPCJ. Question number 1. All right. I treated my boyfriend of 1 year to a trip to Greece for his birthday. We're Chicagoans. We knew one in Cypress Hill. Well, in Cypress. I think I said Cypress. Did I say it right? However, we checked in and he left me behind at a hotel to go sightseeing alone. Let me start this over. I treated my boyfriend of 1 year to a trip to Greece for his birthday. We're Chicagoans. We knew no one in Cyprus. However, we checked in and he left me behind at the hotel to go sightseeing alone. He was gone for an hour, ignoring my calls. I panicked, went to the hotel lobby to find him helping his wife check in. He told me he was broke. I paid for everything. He told me he was leaving her. Obviously not. He never came back to our room. I toured Greece solo, tears in every photo. On checkout day, I found out my credit card paid for 2 rooms. He said, I'm sorry. I promised my wife a proper honeymoon before I divorced her, and I could never afford it. I know he loves me and he's conflicted. I don't want him to go to jail, but I want him to know I don't appreciate the theft and being stranded in Greece alone. Advice, girl, are y'all serious with these fucking chats? Because this can't be real. This just can't be real. You cannot tell me that when his wife showed up, you didn't put 2 and 2 together if this nigga told you he was broke. Obviously, he was broke if he had your black ass buying the damn tickets for him to go to Greece. So he must have done some finagling shit to buy tickets for you. And then the nigga left you in the room for y'all entire trip in Greece. And you still talking to this motherfucker? You have not put him in jail for stealing your credit card information? That's fraud, babe. That's fraud. Are you kidding me? Wowzers. The only advice I got for you is to stop being so fucking dumb. Like, why did the hoes say forget? Why did the hoes say forget how to hoe? Baby, because they falling in love. Why don't we fall in love? It's so many reasons. It's the only thing that matters to me. I loved A. Marie. She got fucked over. So let me get this straight. You treated your BF to a trip and he used your credit card to book him and his wife to the same trip, and you're conflicted and want advice? Pretty much, KK. Pretty much. Okay? Pretty much. That nigga ran a scam on you. You got it, Hiram. You got it. You got it. Kayla said, here's some advice. Leave him and file credit card charges on him. Baby, the scammers be scamming, honey. Denial is a river in Egypt, child. Okay? And he doesn't love you if he bought his wife to your trip and used your credit card. Don asked the most pertinent question. He said, because why are you taking a nigga to Greece for a 1 year anniversary? The math ain't mathing for me. And then you knew he was married. That's the part that's tripping me out. Your ass knew he was married because you talking about some. He said he was gonna leave his wife. Girl, boo. Girl, boom. You got what you deserved. I have no advice for you. And I really want to go to Greece to the point of me being obsessed, talking about it a lot. One day you will go, Kayla. Like, what's not adding up in her head? 1 + 1. Delulu, period. Like, if 2 and 2 is 4, What the hell is this? A damn mess. Aaliyah said 6. Just two more. Just add two more to it. Just add two more to it. Girl, I deem you to be a damn fool. And as far as I'm concerned, the only advice I got for you is to stop being a dumb bitch. Okay? Stop being dumb hoe. Let's move on. It's time for question 2. My baby mama kicked me out over some petty shit. I had a female friend over for drinks. I stole our son's dog and brought it back. I told her it got away and I found him. She was grateful that I found the dog and let me stay the night, but I had to sleep on the enclosed back porch. She had 2 men over. They were eating, playing spades, etc. I felt disrespected, so I slashed their tires. And I stole our son's dog again and gave it to another female. P.S. The 2 men were her long distance cousins. That was a bad time for me mentally. I want her forgiveness. I know my son misses me too. What to do? The female won't return my son's dog. Nigga, you stole your son's dog because your girlfriend had her 2 cousins over playing spades and drinking and eating. You that fucking. What the. I'm going to just read the comments. But like, y'all not properly playing y'all parts. Okay, Carrie Underwood slashed the tires. She lying because that don't make no sense. Nah, Carrie said no face, no case. I'm gonna move on to question 3 because I don't have time for this. That don't make no sense. Like you out here slashing tires. How you slash them 2 niggas tires and not get in trouble for it? And then you took your son's dog. You took your son's dog. It's not the dog to your ex-girl. It's your son's dog that you keep stealing. And then you gave it to another bitch and expected her to give it back? You a do dirty ass nigga. Y'all niggas is out here wilding, bro. Wilding. Some people just don't need to be in relationships. Facts. Forget about your baby mama. You stole your son's dog twice? Right, Kayla. Like, that's where my mind was going. Like, why would you steal the fucking dog? Like, I get it. That was your gateway to get back in. But goddamn, your son got to suffer because you a little... Poor kid just wanted a dog to love and slashed her tires. For real, not once but twice. That nigga crazy, right? All right, let's go to question number 3. I don't want a man unless he belongs to someone else. Quote, taking men, quote, treat me better. They go through the day-to-day drama with their wives and save the fun times for me. I stay in my lane and I don't bother their women. But I'm having trouble with Jason. I want him for myself, and his baby mama is not the kind to let him go. I've talked to Jason about my feelings that he should leave his baby mama, but he brushed me off. He promised to walk away from me for good if I ever asked him to leave his woman again. By the way, if he really wanted her, he would have married her already. How do I convince him to change his mind? Bitch, you just contradicted yourself in this damn passage. And I'm so frustrated with y'all hoes today. I don't know what to do. So you telling me you like taking men, but you now want to have this man as your whole man? You didn't think later on down the line with you fucking all of these taken men that you would eventually fall in love with one and want them to actually be your man? Because see, you like the convenience of being a side chick. You like being able to say, yeah, I'm with this man and he gives me everything that I want because he gives you what you require, which is nothing. And you talking about, oh, they're nice and happy with me, and then they give their wives all the shit. No, what happens is when the shit goes down with their wives, their girlfriends, and baby mamas, and things is not going the way they want to have a little bit of a reprieve, so they go and have something different. But that don't mean they want you. And homeboy Jason just proved it. Your ass ain't nothing but a mild distraction. And once he gets tired of playing with your stupid ass, he gonna drop you like a bad habit, just like the rest of the niggas you was fucking. You ain't fucking these niggas out of convenience. You fucking them because you scared. You a scared little girl and you don't know nothing else. You safe in this little bullshit realm that you created. You try to create this picture of you being this confident bitch who can take people's men, but in all reality, you just a scared little girl living your life, trying to make it so that somebody actually likes you. And when you finally like somebody and you want to be with them, they do not want to be with you. And that's on you, babe, because you're insecure. You need to go unpack that. That's a lot of trauma. Why would you share a man unless you're in that freaky shit? But really, you're dealing with drama. He ha ha. So she was a hoe, but she don't want a hoe no more. Hiram. Clown behavior. Either I'm your one and only girl or nothing, because I will never let anyone make me a side chick. Like, I have my insecurities, but I know my worth, period. I probably would have been a side chick back in the day. Not gonna lie. When I was little, I was very insecure. I probably would have welcomed that shit. But I had a praying grandmother. Woo! I had a praying grandmother. I fell for, oh, forgot. Question number 4. I fell for an Instagram filter queen. All I saw was a big butt, tiny waist, and perfect face. I subscribed to her exclusive content, subscribed to her OnlyFans page, arranged for a meetup, and was beaten and robbed in a hotel. I don't think this woman ever existed. Just an AI bot. Here's the thing. I know one of the robbers was my brother-in-law. I want to tell my wife that her brother pistol whipped me, robbed me, and made me go home in my underwear. My wife thinks I was robbed in the parking lot at work, but I can't tell for obvious reasons. At family events, he smiles at me, knowing he beat and robbed me. Should I confess to my wife? I'm tired of keeping secrets. Her bro is a menace. Nigga, you got your ass whooped trying to flex on Instagram. Girl, trying to get with a bitch on Instagram. You ended up getting marked. And he knows you ain't you, nigga. She ain't gonna be mad at her brother. She gonna be mad at you, babe. If I was you, I would take this shit to the grave. I would never mention it again, and I would take this shit to the grave. I would take that shit to the grave. I would take that shit on the chin. I'm a man, goddammit. I ain't finna say nothing. And I hold his feet to the fire. I narc his ass out to the police. And I would deny that shit to the end of days. Telling you. Well, he did get robbed. He definitely did. Well, you might want to confess eventually, because the truth will come out in the end. Because what happens in the dark always comes to the light. Not if you're burying 6 feet under. Bury it as deep as it could go. I guarantee that she knows. Nigga, she probably helped set it up. That nigga got pistol whipped by his brother-in-law. Facts. I mean, it seems warranted. She may have set it up because you was about to cheat, right? Y'all with me. Y'all correlating. Y'all coming right down my lane. And be careful on who you meet on social media, because people are not always who they say they are on the internet. That's a word, Kayla. That's true. I'll plead the fifth because I ain't admitting shit. I ain't admitting nothing either, Hyra. Y'all will have to whoop my ass again. And even then, I ain't saying a damn thing. All right, let's go to number 5. Question number 5. Be on question number 5. After having 2 kids with a womanizer liar, I prayed for an honest man. And I got one. He's a cop who also works at Walmart, where I met him. Wait a minute. I don't like the way. Wait a minute. Somebody don't sound right. I'm going to keep reading. He's a cop who also works at Walmart, where I met him. His honesty hurts my feelings. Me. Where you at? Him. About to be in someone else? Me. Am I better though? Him. I won't be comparing. Not thinking of you right now. We messed around several times and I've asked him to tell me about the other women. His response? Don't ask me what you don't want to know. I feel we're getting closer. I plan to get pregnant. I put holes in the condom, no baby yet. I will have his first child. Will a new baby make him settle down and be kinder to me? No, bitch. Is you dumb? Are you dumb? No, bitch. No. What is wrong with you? Just fucking stupid. He said, time out. Good night, Brandy. Don't ask, don't tell. Baby, he don't want you. You are just a fuck, bitch. Like, no, bitch. Like, that's stupid. You just said you had a baby with a liar and a womanizer. You just got with a womanizer who tells you the truth, stupid ass. Oh, and you letting them do it with your dumb ass. No, he's honest. The Lord answered your prayers. Oh, you got to be specific about what you pray for. You got to be specific about what you pray for. Okay? You can't just ask God for one thing and don't give him all the details. Because if you asking him what you asking him and he think that's going to help teach you a lesson, he definitely going to send it to you, baby. Ooh, you got to be careful what you pray for in these streets. But this hoe just dumb. Let's pull a Tokyo Tony. Move, bitch. God. No, he's not going to be kinder to you. He don't want to be with you. Stupid asshole. This is the final question. We're at question number 6. In 2020, my marriage was going through a bad time, so I got cosmetic surgery to permanently change my eye color. My brown eyes are now green, but I got nerve damage and one eye closes slower than the other. My slow eye can't be corrected, and my husband knows I'm sensitive about this. What I didn't know is that his mama calls me mortgage eyes, one fixed and one variable. Oh my god. Oh. And he joins her and talking shit about me. She washes his clothes, cooks for him, and only cooks enough food for one person. It only cleans his things in our house. She's convincing him to leave me because our newborn daughter isn't his. He forgave me for cheating already. How can I stop his mama from disrespecting me and ruining my marriage? I'm this close to fighting her. Well, mortgage eyes, you did cheat. You did cheat, babe. Damn, her side eyes must be bombastic. Side eye. Criminal offensive side eye. It's okay, baby. Child, that shit took me out. Tickled beyond belief. Honey, you cheated. Whatever you getting from him and his mama, you damn sure deserve. And what possessed you to go get green eyes? I would imagine whatever bitches he been looking at on Instagram or on Facebook or pictures he been liking, them hoes got green eyes and you thought it was smart to go permanently change your eye color. Now your eyes is fucked up and one's slow and the other one is normal. So your mama-in-law calling your mortgage eyes. One fixed and one's a variable. I'm sorry, but that shit took me out. Bitch, you getting what you get. He didn't forgive you. He pissed at you for cheating on him. And he definitely dogged you out with his mama. If you don't like it, get your shit and get the fuck out. Shit. And go ahead and be stupid and fight his mama if you want to. You gonna fuck around and get your ass whooped. You already got nerve damage in your eye. She ain't gonna do nothing but fuck your ass up beyond compare. Okay? You ain't gonna be able to repair that shit. She gonna whoop your ass. And you gonna be single. Cause he definitely gonna divorce you after that shit. Hiram said, damn. This was fun though. Criminal offensive side eye. Girl, you can't. Okay. Oh, bitch, not you glad gaslit us. Right. Just let in with all the nice stuff about how you changed your eye color and they talking about you. And then you lead up with you got a whole ass fucking baby by another man and you cheated on him. Girl, if you don't go straight to hell with gasoline draws on, bitch. He forgave you, sorta. Why did you expect to stay in that house without problems? Right. Well, his mother shouldn't be disrespecting too much on your eyes on something you decide to do, but you fucked up by cheating on him. She also fucked up by going and changing her eye color. Her nerve damage and the shit in her eye that's fucked up is her fault. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, that's her fault. What do you think about my comment to question 5? I would have to go all the way back up to see that. Hell motherfucking no, that baby will not change his mind. Like, that will make it worse. Like, if he treats you bad now, imagine with a child. Like, that's not clicking. What's not clicking? Well, clearly she don't care about that. She just liked being able to say she was able to keep this man. Stupid hoes do stupid things, child. Don't even pass go. Go straight to hell because y'all really be out here doing the fucking most. And I'm gonna need for y'all to relax. Please. It's just so much drama in the LBC. Listen, to all of y'all who made it to the end of the broadcast, thank you so much. Okay? But it is time to go. The time has come to call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. I've been on here for 3 hours and 7 minutes. My nephew has finally fallen asleep, I believe. And everybody in my house is asleep except for me, which is a part of the norm. So, if you would do me a kind favor, if you made it all the way to the end, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. All right? And you guys, I will see you guys for Rider Day. Okay?
Thank y'all so much for being here, and I appreciate every single one of you guys for being a part of my show. Please be sure to check out my wrestling podcast, Down for the Count, with my girls, and of course, the personal podcast with the